crazy.
Brazil.
Shout out Brazil.
Okay, wait. Since you brought it up, we
Shout
were in
out
the car.
Brazil.
We were in the car, and I broke it down. I go, Lou, if you had to pick between a Brazilian and a Colombian, which would you pick? It took him almost the whole car ride to figure out which one he would pick.
Nigga,
Who is it? The Brazilian?
Nigga, I was thinking about it yesterday. Shit,
I
you
think
done.
I think it
I was
changes
sitting there
for him.
pondering. I was like, this nigga's question. I was like,
All right, so
damn.
what's going through your mind as you're
Who would I
trying
really
to
choose?
make this decision?
Yeah, he's thinking of all the fucking bad.
Oh,
That's what I was trying to figure out. Like, what makes the Brazilian more obtainable or presentable, or or vice versa?
Yeah, what's the
What's the rub?
like? What are the
What's
pros and cons that you're going through? Name a pro for
I
one
don't
of them.
think I have too many pros and cons at the moment. The only way I can get those to be like ciphered out is when I head out to those countries. And
So it's all
individual.
physical. It's all physical for you.
I need that energy. I need that in-person energy, whatever vibes I get from each country.
Right.
And wherever, and honestly, but no,
That's
listen.
an Isaac
No.
answer.
Hear
That's
me
an
out.
Isaac
Hear
answer.
me out.
Tim,
though.
stop it,
No,
please.
hear me out.
If you
So,
made a decision, how did you come to that decision?
I'm coming to the decision as of right now. I put thought in all.
What did he say to you at the end of the car ride?
Nothing. He
Oh, he didn't give
it
you
was
a
a 1A.
decision?
It was like a 1A, 1B. I think he said Brazil and then Colombia. But they're too hard to choose.
Like a 1A, 1B.
It was just 1A and 1B.
Alright, so what
and I
is-
go, which one's A and B? And he still couldn't figure. Tell me which one.
What would make A, B, Brazil?
I can't give an answer to that because, like I said, going back to what I just
Okay,
said.
here's
I have to feel the
I know my
energy
man.
per
And
person.
I know when he's and then you know me, and I'm trying to be. I know what he's saying. He's talking like me right now. So let me tell you what he's saying. He doesn't have enough evidence because he's just basing it off
Of looks.
of looks. So he just is basing
And
it off
porn.
looks. That's it.
There's a little bit past looks, but not much. That's why I prefer the best
Looks.
solution is to just go in person and
Because that's the best answer you're gonna
feel the vibes, the energy, and what kind
Well,
of.
I've been to both.
Okay, and what was your
get. So let my man
yeah,
educate
give me
you real quick.
give me your experience. What was
So
what was yours?
when you're in Brazil,
Yeah,
all the women are attractive, like no doubt.
so I've heard.
And not only are they attractive, but they're soft.
Okay.
They're very traditional
Mm-hmm.
and they're very soft. There are women there that are, you can tell what they're after. You know what I mean? They're after a military dude to try to wife up to bring.
Oh,
to,
okay.
So there are women that are
You know.
looking to take advantage.
Yeah, I heard of that. Yeah.
In Colombia,
Mm-hmm.
they're very attractive. Everyone's attractive.
That's what I heard too.
But the thing is, the women are rougher,
Like more aggressive.
more aggressive, not to try to get you,
But like fight you.
but to try to talk shit to you.
Yeah.
You're more
Ah.
inclined to get in an argument with a Colombian woman than a Brazilian woman.
I believe that. That I could believe, because I just
So here's what you're
because not all
gonna do.
Latinos are too different, even though they're
You need to
different
go to Brazil,
ethnicities. But
then you fuck a Brazilian, and then you need to go to Colombia and fuck a Colombian, and then figure it out.
oh, thank you for the advice.
You're welcome.
Like I'm fucking just oblivious to my whole situation of.
Dirties 101.
All right, thanks.
This will help you.
Border
You're this happen.
That
You
might
getting
unlock
a new
layer
job
that you don't know,
is
bro.
gonna help you
Yeah.
fucking become a passport bro.
Unlock, achieve. Hit it one time right there. Hit it. Hit it.
Brazil.
There you
Shout
go.
out Brazil.
Brazil. Is there a Colombian one? We have to figure it out. There's not. There was no Street Fighter in Colombia.
Just gotta get like a fucking Daddy Yankee beat.
Yeah. Dale.
Dale.
That's Puerto Rico, but whatever. Or Cuba.
Racist.
You know he's part Cuba?
He's not.
That's racist. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're white and Asian, aren't you?
Can you tell me?
And
Japanese.
for reals.
Yeah. What for reals? Yeah. What? I've heard some of your story before.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was
Ah!
in the military,
Yeah.
and
In the
I
military.
worked on planes.
There you go. He did. That's why he has a hernia in the disc, because he slipped on some oil.
Mm.
That it happens.
Shit.
Fighting for our country, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Heroes do this shit.
Yeah.
And listen, I'm not trying to make this about me being a hero, but this
You
is me
kinda
being
are,
a
though.
hero.
Yeah,
you
you
know?
are a hero,
All right,
right?
Captain America.
So we're inside of the airplane.
Mhm.
The airplane starts sputtering.
Yeah.
We had a jet.
Mhm.
We're over we were flying out of Key West.
Yeah.
And we're over the next land to us was Cuba.
Oh shit.
So he's going over the Gulf of Mexico.
Wait, what year was this?
2004.
Oh shit. Okay.
That back then it was the Gulf of Mexico.
It was a different.
Yeah, it wasn't the Gulf of America at that time.
Gulf of Mexico. Okay.
So it starts going down. We had to get our harnesses on.
Yeah.
We had to jump out. So we jump, and I'm inside the jungle. We like 3 of us are inside the jungle for like 22 days.
Shit.
And we're eating grubs and bananas and pythons, and we were eating these fish in these lakes.
Shit.
And finally, someone, like, we see somebody instance,
Yeah.
and it's a fucking their government.
The military?
Yeah.
Shit.
So they dale, and I'm like, oh no, I didn't do nothing. And they say, Chale. I hear Chale from behind.
Yeah.
And I look and I squint my eyes. It was my fucking Uncle Ricky. Ricardo. Yeah. And he was like, Dale, Babalu. And I was like, Babalu. And then they drove us back. They made us a big feast.
Shit.
And we had fucking pussy.
Carnitas and pussy.
Food and vagina. Nice.
Cochinita.
And
Conchita?
my uncle Ricky was he was singing, and he used to be a big band orchestra singer.
Yeah, with the bongo.
He had his wife was Lucy.
Wow.
And they're best friends with Fred and Ethel.
Nice. He's triracial.
So
Ethel was white,
he's part Cuban.
and Fred. Some Cuban.
Yeah, he's
Cuban.
he's a Cubano.
He's a Cubano.
Yeah.
There you go.
I told a different story.
You did. There was something about you going down the tree and stuff, and
Wow.
yeah, I like the first one. I don't know what hybrid monstrosity you concocted on this one, but it worked. He was just going with it. He was just like, whatever.
Oh man, Isaac.
I know.
All right, you know what? We were talking about like just crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the girl who was at the park and she ended up calling this little autistic boy that she didn't know was autistic at the time the N-word?
Was the kid black?
Yeah.
Oh, the parent.
Yeah, the
I
parent.
just heard about this. Yeah, a couple of days
With
ago.
the parents in it?
Yeah, to the kid.
Because apparently.
It's on film, dude, and
Yeah.
she fucking crashes out.
Yeah, she does.
All right, I'm gonna find it. And we were saying that things just don't make sense. You have like Republican dudes that are backing this situation, and she raised over $850,000 for GoFundMe to help protect my family. There are people donating to this woman.
Wow.
The one that's called the N-word to the
To
black
the boy.
I didn't know about that.
yes.
I didn't know about that.
So hold on. Let me.
Yo, what timeline are we in now, bro? What is happening?
I'm telling you.
Like, when is it when a Republican is a Democrat, a Democrat's Republican, and the white Karens are doing the most racist shit? That's
You call him a child?
His ass backwards.
Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the boss to say it right now again?
You know who's standing up for him? The fucking Latino too. Look at that.
All right, that's what you say.
She'll look at this. What's it say?
Nobody digging into you.
I think he's Arabian. Dude.
That little kid, you call him
Oh, yeah, I think he is.
the little child?
It's all right.
Are you
They're
about
the
to hit him? You
Mexicans
chase
of
him
the-
here?
of the Asian community.
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and the N-word. That's what you're gonna call him.
He's like, how many times can I say the N-word right now?
You know that's a hate speech, and you can be the that. Huh. Okay, we'll see about that. What the internet has to say about you.
Watch this. Oh, they show the boy,
Yeah.
and she calls him it again
I didn't see that one. What the fuck?
to his face, and then he was like, "Oh, he's autistic."
And he's 5 years old? That's crazy.
Yo, where's the uproar? Where's the calling these people's jobs? Where's the people calling and swatting those people? Where are the people doing all that? Because if that was the other way around,
Because they're too busy doing a GoFundMe.
like that's wild, bro. Just
Well, they're saying
just a year and a half ago, we had all this buffoonery about cancel culture. If you say this, you say shit in the past, you lose your job.
this is. I think this is like white people's response. I'm not trying to be racist or anything. I mean, maybe it's maybe it's Republicans' response to. And when you say Republicans, Republicans are a big number of people, and there are these small pockets of fucking retards.
Republicans are giving her money.
That's the way it's coming across, or white supremacist people are giving her
Oh,
money.
that's different.
I'm not sure what the real story is, because
Yeah.
I mean, I just like you said, you caught it this afternoon. I caught it this afternoon.
Yeah, just recently. Yeah.
And I think they're saying that this is a response to that Austin and Carmelo Anthony situation.
Oh, the one in Texas?
Yeah. And I think both are fucking insane. Like, what the fuck? Like, we're just going to excuse things for the sake of a political argument? On both sides. Fuck you guys both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If that's the case, fuck you guys both.
That's
you know what I
wild.
mean?
That's some fucking bizarro shit. I mean, see, that's what's gonna start happening, bro. Like you're gonna keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and getting away with shit. The other side's gonna fucking end up getting fucking pissed and gonna do the same thing back at you, bro. It doesn't. It's like this unbelievable fucking game of who can fucking piss off the other person at this point, and how much can one person take when there's no repercussions, bro. There has to be repercussions and like ramifications for certain actions, and they're just not. Like, it's crazy. Like that judge who let that fucking guy escape and fucking in the fucking thing. Did you hear about that?
What?
There was this guy he was illegal, and he had a court date. ICE went and figured out he was gonna have his court date. They were gonna wait for him, and then the judge found out. She fucking had his attorney and him. She set a recess. Fucking went through her pirate chambers and let that fucker escape.
Let him escape.
Yeah, let him escape. Oh, fucking, because he found out ICE was there. That, my friend, I don't know about you. That's motherfucking treason because he was a fucking MS-13 guy. And they're a terrorist organization. So she fucking abided and a fucking terrorist. Through the court of the law that's treason, bro. And that's a judge. What the fuck is happening? That's wild, bro. This shit is some fucking crazy ass shit. And I am sorry, but Trump is being a little bitch right now. He needs to, if he go balls deep and start fucking cleaning house or keep doing this shit.
I mean, it's very telling where we are also as a nation when you have a group of people that are actively rooting against our president.
Yeah.
And the interests of America. They were fighting all that fraud. No, it's not. And they're fighting for our money to go to overseas ridiculous programs.
Yeah.
And listen, when you have children here when we have people in need in our country, we need to start taking care of us.
Yeah.
And I know it sounds nationalistic, but I am giving my time and 40% of my paycheck to the government.
Yeah.
I'd rather them use that to go after the national debt so my taxes can eventually be lower.
Yeah.
Or give him a shot to do the tariff shit.
Yeah.
But you just complaining about it all the time and actively rooting against it.
Yeah.
We are just at a weird spot, man.
Yeah.
You can be totally wrong and have zero. You can be goddamn totally wrong in both these situations, and still root for somebody.
Yeah.
I mean, was this what it was like with OJ? Did we all know that we were just hoping that they would find him not guilty? Because I was part of the not guilty OJ because he was a Buffalo Bill.
I was part of the not guilty OJ because he was black, and I thought that was fucked up because of Rodney King just happened, right? I was still young.
There's a lot going on at that time.
Well, there was a lot going on during that time. So then when this happened, and I was like, oh, I remember Naked Gun. I was rooting for that motherfucker to get off.
Fucking Avis commercials, Naked Gun.
Yeah, I was. And I was like, what if he, I'm like, nah, that's the juice.
The juice?
The juice didn't fucking do that. That's the juice.
The juice.
But that motherfucker did it. After years and years, oh, that motherfucker did
He
do it.
did it.
Or if it wasn't
He
him,
did
it was
it.
his fucking son.
And he wrote the book.
Or one of them two knew who it was.
He wrote the book.
Yeah, exactly. He wrote that story belongs
do
in
it,
this
but this is how
timeline.
it would have happened.
That
if I did
belongs
it.
in this timeline. This what we're living right now, this weird bizarro world.
That belongs in this
That
timeline
book
too.
was written years before this prime because this is best selling shit right here. Right here, we're in this fucking ultimate fucking dimension. Like in Portlandia, where like if Al Gore won that time, this is what happened if Al Gore would have won that time. We got a second Trump 2.0, but the rest of the wave didn't move over. They're still resilient. They're
Resistant.
They're resilient in the sense of their beliefs because they're still not trying to bend the knee to what's the change. The people voted for this. They're saying like I think it's hilarious that they're petitioning and protesting with 90 some odd percent. We'll give them the benefit. 80% of the whole nation voted for this guy. Knew what the fuck was going on. Knew what the hell they were signing up for. He knew he was talking about taxes. He knew that he was going to deport all these people. All these people voted. He didn't lie. He said he was going to do all this stuff with the promise of, yes, bringing down gas, food, and stuff. But this takes time because this is what happens.
Gas is already, it's like $1.98. He bragged about that shit.
Well, gas is a little bit
Friday.
different. Gas, you can, if you start tapping in and you do the Joe Baby drill, that's different. But when it comes to commerce, comes to products and stuff like that, when you hike the price up, if you can bring it down, but it's not going to take like that. It's not going to happen. It just won't because everyone's already set these prices. They're up. So if they go here, you know how much money they'll lose if they go from $9 in eggs to $4 overnight. All those people that have made that money is going to lose so much money. So it's a gradual descending so that you don't lose too much money. So it's not going to happen overnight. But this guy didn't lie, and these people are. Oh, well, they're taking rights away. They're deporting. Like, this is what the American people wanted. So don't be mad at him.
I don't understand. What is the argument with rights? Like, they're American. They're not Americans. So they're an invader. Do invaders have rights? Is that what our gimmick is? Man. I don't know. I'm just asking. I'm just curious. I'm not trying to bait you up or anything.
No, I mean, I was under the impression and belief that if you're not an American citizen, I mean,
if you can't prove that.
I mean, why do you? Here's the thing, and it goes out to you fucking Karens and fucking people like that shit, bro. If you were in another country, if an American
did that in another country,
did that at a something other country, good fucking luck. Why do we bow down to the political world when it comes to fucking having to help everybody or having to bring everyone in, and those people points of origin wouldn't do the same shit for us?
I'm not against immigration. Don't get me wrong.
At all. I am a proprietor of following the rules to keep people in order and safe. I'm 100% about authoritarian. What is that fucking authoritarian? Whatever that rule of government is.
Authority?
Huh?
Authority?
Totalitarianism. I'm high. I don't know. Yeah. But I like that. I like that the government keeps rules, man, because that's what holds society together. Is these things that these laws,
lawful orders, man, lawful rules that we all can.
We all agree to abide. We agree to these things.
So we agree that it's wrong. If you can't provide that shit, the only clerical mistake is he wasn't supposed to go to Colombia. He was supposed to go to a different country, but he doesn't have a fucking passport to another country. You can't just drop somebody off.
The other shit that pisses me off.
Not our fucking problem.
This is how, and this is Lou. This will tell you how fucking corrupt the fucking media is, right?
Yeah.
There's pictures of this fucker's tattoos.
I heard about that.
And they're there, bro.
Yeah.
They're there. There's no question they're there.
It's a marijuana plant. It's a smile face. It's the letter
bullet or something
the
like
one,
that.
no, it's a cross.
Cross.
Which means
it's a one.
And then a skull.
And a skull, which means 3.
But because there was other things added on there, like the actual M to represent this, the actual this, it said it's doctored. And it's true. In a sense, they're not lying that the photo is doctored because it showed what it was. But since the media, since the White House released these footage or the picture like that, the media goes, it was doctored. And you see Trump, and he was mad at that dude, and he was talking to him, and they went back and forth saying like no, Mr. President, he like, listen, I don't even know why they picked you, this guy. And that's why I probably didn't know because you're not very good at your job, but. They show that, and it's like there's a reason why you got deported.
Yeah,
there's a reason why all this is happening, and people are fighting over a terrorist, saying that he got illegally deported. What ass backward shit is that? These people are not these people do not want us to succeed for the simple fact that who's in the White House. So this is a situation where you spite the nose to you cut the nose to spite the face, like. That's the most, like, nobody wins in that situation, dude. Like just like I've been saying for the last like 6 months. Take your L and start up again in 4 years. Get fucking Stephen A or something.
It's a marijuana plant.
Yeah.
M. The smile face is S. I mean, we know that. I mean, I know 13 because of I lived in Wainimi.
Sure.
But it's known. That's just what it is. It's not. No one's trying to
and the
broach
fact
something
and the
that's not
fact that the
real.
media keeps telling you that this guy's not affiliated or whatever.
They're trying to make you believe that, but it's not the case.
And people like your dad's like, see, this is why. And this is why, and it's because they just hate Trump. It's a term, and it's real, and it's growing, and it's a thing here, and that has no cure for it. And it's Trump derangement syndrome for sure.
So check this out, Lou. This is a rap.
Oh.
I think I might have played it for you,
Yeah, he
but it's a different one. It's like the part
Same
you remember. I hope. Remember? Have I played that song for you?
The parody raps.
Nah.
I hope you die with a chicken wing in your mouth,
Yeah,
bitch.
yeah.
Okay.
That
So
negative
this
ass
is a
shit.
different one. This is from Dallas.
Parody one, no. Look at me.
I want to though. I'm going to.
With a dookie smell. I hope soon as you get them
Sounds
done,
really
bitch,
bumpy.
you break every fucking nail. I hope you wake
I
up
hear this
and
out in the
realize you
streets.
gotta
Start it.
tell.
I want to hear the
hope when
first line
Jesus
again,
comes,
please.
Yeah, that was what?
Please.
I hope your breath stay with a dookie smell. I hope soon as you get them done, bitch, you break every fucking nail. I hope you wake up and realize you gotta tell. I hope when Jesus come, you the only person there he send to hell. I hope your kids go to
Gotta rewind it again.
I hope roaches crawl on you when you sleep. I hope you never have sex, but it still burn when your ass pee. I hope they steal your car and they sell it cheap. I hope you get a permanent black stain on the bottom of your feet. I hope somebody pour bleach on all your clothes. I hope you get COVID and can't never smell through your nose. I hope your best friend group chat get exposed. I hope your baby daddy beat you for cheating. You ain't even got no hoes. I hope the worst. I hope you're allergic to your shirt. I hope it's an off day for everybody, and you the only one at work. I hope they see boo-boo crumbs when you twerk. I hope they show your close friends to everybody at your mama church. I hope everybody you love hates you. I hope you heard that first part I made, and everything came true. I hope the bank robbery ain't like you. Hope they go to your mama house and take her to jail and say she robbed the bank too. I hope your Roku remote forever lost.
That's
when you
fucked
home
up.
because they off. I hope you spill milk all over your bed.
This guy's better, huh?
Get a wig and when you
100%.
take it off, the glue take every fucking edge. I hope you wake up around the children of the corn. I hope every time you crank up your car, it start the car alarm. I hope your road's the only one they made to form. I hope you think it worked perfectly, but really, that bitch got a thorn. I hope you wake up and you doubled in height. I hope when you eat, you gain a pound with every single bite. I hope you the first black person to catch lice. Hope no matter what you drinking, it tastes just like a McDonald's Sprite. I hope the world hope you get bit by a tiger. I hope you
A
drop your
McDonald's
brand new
Sprite?
iPhone and a hot ass fish fry. I hope the top half of your
McDonald's
face
Sprite
just
does
get
not
lighter.
taste good
I
at
hope
all.
you
At
get
all.
Will Smith face slapped by an MMA fight. I hope your left leg and your right leg switch. I hope soon as you get up at the shop, your whole body itch. I hope your top lip grow bigger than the bottom. I hope you run out of gas and when you walk to get some gas, they ain't got it. I hope your shoes drop as soon as you buy 'em. I hope all of your friends throw a party and your ass don't get invited. I hope
I
you
gotta do this, huh?
piss off
You
Mike
gotta do
Tyson.
this, yeah.
I hope you piss him off so
We should
fucking
all do it,
bad,
man.
all he think about is biting. I hope you wake up on a
You wanna do it,
deserted
Lou?
island. I hope ain't nothing wrong with your baby, but your baby keep on crying. I hope the money
That'll be
calls,
funny, bro.
but
You
your
gotta do a
phone
funny
on
one.
silent. I hope you drive all the way to
Nah, I
work
get it,
just for
but-
them to tell you that you fried. I hope you get heartburn with
Can you
every
edit?
blink.
Can you
And
get
I
the
hope
beat? You
comb
know the
your
beat,
hair
right? You
in
can
the
just-
I can get
mirror,
it.
Yeah.
and it fall
We
down
can all
in
do a
sync. I
couple
hope your new
rounds.
trick of police when y'all link. I hope it's 3 tablespoons of salt at the bottom of everything you drink. I hope the worst. I hope a clerk steal all your clothes. I hope you ain't got no grill, but every last one of your teeth is gold. I hope you wake up and you 80 years old. I hope when you get horny, you open that little drawer and your whole vibrator explodes. I hope the worst.
Your vibrator explodes.
That guy's a man.
I hope that your left free
Switch places. I'm gonna have to get like in that zone. That's not your shit or what?
You know who
Sorry.
you know who didn't laugh?
Lou?
Not even once.
I know, Lou. What the fuck?
It was
It's
funny.
boring.
Cause I hee-haw.
Yeah. Whoa, I'm sorry.
Damn, sorry, fucking asshole.
Oh, excuse me. Who's the asshole?
I'm the asshole?
Am I the asshole?
Oh yeah,
Maybe.
am I the asshole? All right, you ready for
Am I the asshole because I didn't laugh?
Hi guys, my name is Lou.
Yeah, you didn't ask. He's the asshole. All right, so here we go. You hear about that 100 gorillas?
Oh my god.
100 humans versus one gorilla?
I've heard that one. Yeah.
Who hasn't heard about that?
Well, bro, we got it fucking on lock.
You haven't figured it
That's what
out.
I've been here.
We got it all figured out.
Of course we do.
You know how red light goes? You don't think we got it figured out?
The whole world said they got it figured out.
Nah, red light got it
Only
figured out.
us.
There's no way. Ours is the best list, and it's the only one that makes sense.
I've heard a handful of lists.
All right.
Collaborating with everybody.
So let's. I'm gonna.
Stand up for this.
Yeah, I need to stand up for this one. All right, we got 100 humans versus one gorilla, right?
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. Listen, what we got to do, there's things that we have to do, right?
Yeah.
We have to be smart. And we have to realize not everybody that's on the team is going to be a fucking all-star player. Not everyone's Michael Jordan on this team, right?
Of course.
So you need role players. So don't question it, right? This is the perfect way. Listen, I'm a war hero, right?
All right.
We established that earlier. I am
American hero. Yeah.
I am American hero. When you think of Tim, here, zoom me out a little bit, Isaac. I hope you fall on your face and eat the camera. Well, there you go. No, that's good. All right. So this is like I'm a hero. I know what I'm talking about. I'm a war strategist.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I got this, right? I think I got.
So what's
this
the
figured out.
premise then? What's going on? What do you?
Break
What's
it-
this?
break
What
it
does
d-
this mean?
break
For the
it
people
down.
that don't, Mike, my man doesn't know. Like, what are you talking about? One gorilla and then 100 humans.
So there's been topics. There's been conversations over the past
Weeks. Or something?
a couple. This past week, right? It really heated up this past week.
Really, this past week.
Yeah.
They had 100 gorillas or 100 humans versus one gorilla, and who would win?
Yes.
And yeah, if we get to pick the humans, I think the humans can win.
Yeah, because I want to say, like,
What do you think?
Who are these 100 humans or men? You know, I'm assuming they're men.
Humans.
Humans? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. Listen, at the Red Light District show,
We don't
we're
discriminate.
equal opportunists,
Between us?
right?
Okay. I feel like that would be a DEI hire though if we put women in it.
No, I don't think so. I think women have they could, certain women
All right,
could,
well, let's see how
could
many
fill
women
this
are
out.
in this list.
Depends.
Let's see.
Depends what woman you're talking.
All right, here we go.
All right,
We
the
got
100
one
humans.
gorilla
All right, cool.
versus 100 humans. The
Yeah.
first people
Uh-huh.
that are going to fight 10 hippies.
Okay, there's some girls in there.
10 hippies, right?
Are there between 5 women and 5 men,
They
or
must be getting sacrificed. But okay. Go ahead.
Well, the thing is with hippies,
right?
they're just going to go like lazily up there, right? Hey, man. They're going to try to talk and confuse the fuck out of this gorilla.
Like sign language, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know there's a doctors in one of these hippies.
Sure.
They're going
The
to
herbalist.
they're going to talk about Trump and shit, right?
Yeah.
And then the gorilla's just going to start going crazy.
But you tell the hippies they're gonna make the gorilla what?
No, we hype them up to tell them they're going to win. We don't need the rest of us.
Okay.
They're just going to go.
Got it.
Especially if you tell them, like, oh, this gorilla is part of MAGA, right? You say this gorilla is part of MAGA,
See, there you go.
and these guys go, they get their shit
That's
going.
what it is. That's what's happening. All right.
10 hippies?
Okay.
With Matt Musty.
Now,
Now it's getting interesting.
this is... The gorilla's a little bit tired at this point, right? But doesn't give a shit. It just fucking ate through 10 hippies.
Vegans. Yeah.
You know who doesn't feel?
Messed up fucking bums. Let's tell you what.
Drunk bums, methed up bums. Bums don't feel. I've seen... Hey, look here. Look at me.
What's up?
Right, I've seen homeless dudes with fucking part of their brain missing,
Yeah.
acting like everything's cool.
Yeah.
They have a hole in their head, didn't go to the hospital. Maybe a cannon took some of that head. I don't know.
A cannon?
Maybe.
Okay.
This is
Maybe an
1492.
airplane. I don't know. But they're walking around like everything's cool.
This is Fort Myer, like.
That's one homeless guy.
1500?
Yeah.
That's one homeless.
Yeah.
These they don't got no chance.
Not with the cannon.
The gorilla doesn't have a chance.
Okay, well,
He doesn't. He doesn't have a chance, Ice.
listen,
Still kinda
methed out
convinced.
bums, bro. Methed out bums.
I mean, do you think that we have it, or do you think we need to go further?
Nah, you need
I-
way
I
more
think-
than
I
that.
Do you
the
think
gor-
we need more?
I think the gorilla just shredded
I think
through
you're
20 people, like,
underestimating
you know,
a gorilla
The
Alright,
gorilla
let's-
just shredded 20 people already.
Let's try this.
with
He's
these.
tired.
The Wu-Tang Clan.
Said 9
What
African
are you gonna do?
American.
Battle rap him to death?
They're gonna.
Are you? What are you talking about? You don't know who Method Man is?
He's a rapper
Yeah.
with a sword.
He will fucking kill him, dude. He'll kick him.
Pow, 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 pow.
ODB, he's like a homeless guy with money.
He'll bite him and ask him for his money. And
Ghostface Killer?
the ghost.
What do you
Face.
do? You think he's called a killer because he's bored?
No, definitely
He's
not.
the shadows.
He probably did something, right?
I wouldn't
This
say
gorilla
that.
is fucked.
By the Wu, killer bees.
When Wu gets down, you know, if they're losing,
When they start using the Shaolin monk powers,
Okay.
yeah, Shaolin Monk, bro,
Word up.
and bees.
bow, bow.
Dead ass beat.
Where's Bond?
Steve Irwin.
So we just bring people back from the dead too. Okay.
Steve Irwin. Hey,
He got taken out by a
Hey.
stingray, bro.
hey, come
He's
here.
gonna get taken out by a gorilla.
Hey, mate.
That's true. That makes a good point. If he went down by a stingray, what do you think the gorilla's gonna fucking?
He
All
over-
the things that take
He's
him out.
not gonna. If he's
Hey,
coming back from the
a
dead,
stingray don't have a fucking sword on their ass.
the gorilla doesn't have a sword either.
Yeah,
Okay, well,
that gorilla's done.
Okay.
He'd be
Done, son.
He would go, Crocky, look at that.
Yeah, he's big.
That big old gorilla.
And he'll fucking grab his ding dong.
who's,
Bam, 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 bam.
who's next? Crocodile Dundee with him or what? Tag team?
Oh, you want to know next?
The next one? All right.
10 women from the WNBA.
Why did they go first is what I'm asking.
DEI.
Oh.
Hit with it,
That
so
makes sense.
easy.
Okay. I was like, wait a minute. They should have been first.
Nah.
I would have put them before.
My ESG score for red light would go down if we didn't put
that's
them there.
true. Okay, yeah. Well, it's fair opportunities, like you said. All right. But they have to beat the lesbians.
Yeah.
Yeah, like the Brittany Griner ones. All right.
Rosie O'Donnell.
Yeah.
And then this one, dude. 10 foos from MS-13.
Bro, you know what's funny? It might end there because these fuckers probably do already kill gorillas and fucking shit like that, like Mexico.
I'm telling you. They
Yeah.
probably do.
They probably fucking go in there and fucking shoot them up.
I'm pretty sure there's gorillas in Colombia.
I think they isn't there. Well, let's go to our Colombian expert over here.
Says
Luke?
I'm a fucking expert of the actual fucking
Well, you're
whole
actually
country.
you are an expert at Colombia
Colombia.
and feet. So we're going to with what you know.
Colombian feet is crazy work.
Wait, comma feet, not Colombian.
Not
feet.
Colombian
Because you
feet.
don't know nothing about that yet.
Nah.
I've seen
but-
some,
Yeah.
and I
You
like.
see- you might know some.
I like what I seen. I seen some that are like, oh hell no.
Oh hell.
Yeah.
Where you get?
They're probably climbing banana trees.
No,
huh?
just
Yeah.
catch them in photos and pictures or videos.
He catches them in photos.
Because if they're exposed, I'm gonna look. I gotta see you.
That's how I am with titties.
Just because you look fine in the
He's
face.
like that with face. and
Just because
feet.
you look fine in the face don't mean shit.
You got a folder on your phone.
I've seen some pretty faces and fucked up
You
feet.
got that hidden folder and all that feet.
I'm serious.
Hell yeah. Hey, I'm not kink shaming you, but I fucking do you.
Right, so
King shit
MS-13.
is crazy.
What do we think?
It's
How do you
not.
think they're gonna go?
10 fools.
Oh,
Foos, not fools.
Food.
Hey fool.
Yeah.
Orale fool.
Do you think they can probably?
Orale fool.
They probably do damage.
Like
With-
what? See, this is like fisticuffs. They don't have fucking any.
I mean, it's in a. I would imagine it's in a enclosed
Space?
space.
yeah,
Wow.
I would figure too.
I don't
Like
know.
they would make like an arena,
And then you're just saying like
and there can be things around. It has to be in the. It has to be in
So is
the
it a
gorilla's
it-
natural habitat. I would
okay.
imagine.
So let's say this.
That's the jungle.
You're just in the fucking.
So it's like a fake jungle.
Well, it's just why would you do it at the zoo with the fucking do it at the zoo
We can do that too.
and then just so you're just sending 10 people into the park at once.
Listen, I'm not so sure on the exact details because
But this is the order you're sending them in.
this is my leader, which is later on in this.
Okay.
That he will direct where things go.
Got
Right
it.
now,
'Cause
this
there
is
might
how
be-
I would do it. I'm also.
So are you
fly.
saying this battle is gonna be like fucking like Endgame where they just all show up and then it's just like there's groups and they might work together or they might just split up and be their own thing? Or what do you like? Is that what we're kind of talking about? Or we're just again, like you said, it's up to the dude. I'm thinking but in my mind when you're saying this, everyone's going at once against the fucking.
And once it hits 50%, you're going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Maybe. Sure. All right, next. After the foos.
10 ninjas.
All right.
Finally getting somewhere.
It took way. You're already 60 people in, and now finally Lou's like, all right.
All right, so
Now
what
we're
about my 10 single people in a row?
Yeah, I thought the Wu-Tang was good.
The Wu-Tang was good. They're fucking Shaolin monks, dude. These are ninjas from Japan.
Yeah, 9 Asians and 1 black man.
That's actually Kimbo Slice.
Lou doesn't
Yeah,
know that.
9 ninjas and 1 ninja for real.
Yeah.
My ninja.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can say
Pretty
that.
much.
It's okay.
I don't mind if you say it on this show.
You can say it
Yeah, not the white girl calling the kid that.
twice, and then the Arabian can continue to say it because he just wanted to say it.
Number 61, Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Oh shit, we went to 1 individual now. We went from 10 to 1.
Well, yeah.
Well,
Fucking
these-
Shawn Michaels can take on
These
10.
10, it's
Ninjas?
no, we're gonna have 10 in a row. Those all 10 are gonna go.
Yeah.
Is this a prime HBK?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Fucking Sweet Chin music.
Mid 90s?
Nah, late 90s.
This is
I thought 96.
this is-
96.
Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah.
that's like Shawn Michaels like WrestleMania.
Why do you like the
Arcadian.
nigga from Street Fighter right there?
Who? Oh, because that's
Borak?
what the Borak. Yeah, because
Borak.
that's what he stole it from. That's what we're supposed to be.
But he really looks like him right there.
That's where they got the game from. Lou.
Haku.
I think I know that.
Hardest head ever apparently.
We got some Samoans in here.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No. Oh no, he's not Samoan.
he's not Samoan.
He's not Samoan.
Pacific Islander?
He's from the island
Polynesian?
Tonga.
of Tonga.
Tonga?
He's from the island of Tonga. They're tough motherfuckers.
Yeah, I've heard about them. Yeah.
Yeah.
The tats on the face, right?
Yeet.
Number 64, John Jones.
There you go.
Now we're talking some fucking logical sense.
Okay, you got a second one from Lou on that one. Now he's like, okay, cool.
Josh Allen.
Okay, I don't know where we're going. We were going.
He's
so good.
fucking 6'6", 320, dude.
And throws a fucking football. We're gonna peg him.
There's rocks in this enclosure. He's gonna fucking get him, dude.
Can we change him for?
And he's gonna jump over and throw a rock on.
But
top
why
of him.
him is he? What has he done?
What has he done?
Yeah.
That's an MVP, bro. Watch your mouth.
He has
Watch your mouth.
He has no championships.
Watch your mouth.
Hey,
And MVP is a championship.
Hey,
bruh.
he is kind of
And 5 AFC championships, bruh.
he is kind of winning because he's also dating that actress.
Yeah, in
What's her
Sinners.
From
Hey,
Sinners.
Haley-
She's bad. She's bad.
But did he win a Super Bowl?
He pulled a baddie. But he pulled a baddie.
That's Josh
What
Allen.
the fuck that has to do with fighting a gorilla?
I didn't
Because
say
he has
that.
big balls.
Ooh, okay, see, I didn't
He's
say all that
athletic.
pause.
Yeah. Okay, we could go with that. Then.
Yeah, we'll go with athletic.
The big balls.
Oh no, I wasn't going with that.
There
O.J.
you go.
Simpson.
Now we're talking. This guy's actually a
You
killer.
never know if OJ snuck a
The
knife
juice.
in there
Yeah, that's true.
and gloves.
And gloves. And Johnny Cochran.
The juice.
The
The-
juice.
and he's fast. He'll run him over.
Like,
We're talking 70s, OJ.
Yeah, pre
Oh.
CTE.
Oh, pre-CT. Okay.
Donald Trump.
okay, I'm curious with that one.
Yeah.
Why?
He's a badass. He got shot in the face and survived.
Yeah, but that was not a gorilla.
He's not gonna get clocked in the face and survive. I'll tell you that.
Well, he'd be one of the leaders too.
That's right. I'll be looking in the gorilla.
Yeah, he'd be leading his way to get his
I-
his knock blocked off.
If I could take
He's a tough guy. He punched Vince McMahon.
One second. Please.
We're talking about Vince McMahon.
What, just a moment. I know you're black and you like to talk a lot, so let me tell you. If I could take on Rosie O'Donnell, and she looks like a gorilla, okay.
That's a gorilla to
That's
me.
a gorilla, and she
Damn.
also crosses the
WNBA lines.
So that's a beautiful thing about terrorists is that they're compatible. But let me tell you, if I'm there, that gorilla has no chance really, because does America have gorillas? That black.
How big
people-
are your hands though?
Huge.
They're not small.
Listen,
If you punch a gorilla, what do you think?
have you ever seen One Punch Man? That would happen. It's just boom, one punch.
You just don't know about DT.
You don't know about DG, NJs, and T's. All these things together at once. It's great.
Nigga, that gorilla's gonna head clap.
But
you.
I am curious, Timothy. Why did you put me so? I figured I should be either the first one or the last one. Really, I think.
Well, you're gonna give him pep talk right before
Right
this
before
is
we get in.
This is like the
This
the
is like
end.
this is like the.
You have to be
the-
winning at this point.
The second halftime show, really.
Well, the next guy is one of the strongest dudes ever,
Okay.
right? He's a tough dude. This dude has fucking killed people before, and has won Super Bowls. Ray Lewis.
He's killed people. Oh, what
Ray Lewis is a motherfucker.
Yeah, he also killed people apparently.
Who's next? Ray Rice.
Another person who has also murked people. Is just a tough motherfucker. You don't want to ever fuck with him. That would be one of the people I would never want to get punched by. Is this guy, Kimbo Slice?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Kimbo Slice.
Yeah, he's on this list twice.
It was an accident because I was using ChatGPT.
Oh,
But
yeah.
then we kept it in. It was Kimbo Slice and 10 Ninjas.
Oh.
I just used it because
it looked good.
Funny.
Sure did.
All right.
Is that the whole list?
No.
Oh.
We're at
No,
70 right now.
he's not
And
even-
number 70. Do you know about AG1?
Yeah.
Do you know about cold plunges? Do you know about the sauna? About the vegan or all meat diet? Jiu-jitsu?
Jiu-jitsu.
UFOs?
American Hero.
Joe Rogan.
There it is.
Joe Rogan.
It's an American Hero.
I've heard his name in the list.
He'll get him in a
He will
Umba plancha.
He will intellectually fuck that lion's head up so bad.
It's a gorilla.
Well, he's not a bad
It's a gorilla.
fighter. He's not a bad
It's a
MMA
gorilla.
fighter.
He would intellectually fuck that fucking gorilla so bad. He would go up to him. He'll be like, "What do you think about aliens?" And the gorilla would be like, "What?"
Hit him with
He'd be like,
conspiracies.
"I don't know what's going on."
Conspiracies and shit.
Yeah. While Kimbo Slice is fucking slicing it up, and Joe Rogan's all like,
Rogan
"Man,
can fight.
man, cows are crazy."
Cows are nuts. Cows are crazy. You know what else is crazy?
Oh.
Number 70 through 80.
Oh, here we go. 10 more people. What?
I know who it is.
Who is it?
Chuck Norris.
Oh, close.
No. 10 Canadian lumberjacks.
They dress up like him though.
Now we're going back to the bundle fundles.
Man, why did you put
What is your
Canada
problem?
I could ask you the same thing, but go ahead.
It's 10 Canadian. You don't think Canadian lumberjacks are tough?
Oh yeah, they're tough as nails.
Yeah.
And are they
The
coming
gorilla's
with axe?
fucked, dude.
If they come with axes,
They don't come with axes, dude.
Oh, damn.
It's not fair for the gorilla.
No, they're tough as nails, but they don't have gorilla strength.
Why Canada?
But
though?
there's 10 of them. Because
Equal-
fuck Canada. That's
might
what I did.
equal up to
Fuck
just
Canada.
to one gorilla strength. Yeah.
Yeah. The gorilla's fucked. All right. Let me see what the next one. Oh. No explanation needed.
Oh, that's it.
10 Navy SEALs.
Boom. They killed Bin Laden.
If the gorilla got to this point, the
That-
gorilla's,
has like no blood left in his system.
he's fucking hurting.
He's hurting.
These 10 combined with the fucking lumberjacks?
He definitely has some kind of broken bones and punctures and bleeding for sure.
Yeah, Navy SEALs are no joke. I can't argue that one.
There you go.
Number 91, the Great Khali. That is a gorilla. You don't like the Great Khali?
Prime.
Prime.
Yeah,
Prime. Yeah, because
Not now.
he has some
Help.
leg problems.
Yeah, healthy knees. Prime.
Yeah.
Mean Machine.
The Punjabi
The
death
Punjabi.
match.
Yeah.
Punjabi.
Nate Diaz.
There you go. He would get
Nate,
time.
it'd definitely get him in triangle choke.
Yeah,
Fucking
he
tough.
would get him out of the jail first, but
He's tough as shit.
This is
You know
part of
what
his
he did?
parole. He has to fight for America.
no. But you know what he did?
What?
He didn't he shoot somebody?
No, it's Cain Velasquez, stupid.
Oh.
Wrong person.
What is your
Right,
problem?
I don't know. They all look
Not
alike.
all fucking UFC fighters look like racist.
Damn.
Fucking racist. I'm gonna fucking clip this.
Good.
That's fucked up. Tell me why do they all look alike?
Well, he had a swollen face. He looked like fucking Nate Diaz. He looked like Cain Velasquez.
One's Mexican and one's white.
That's not the
Who's
same.
white?
Nate Diaz.
He's white?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, stupid.
Is he?
Yeah. You don't know the great white Diaz family?
They're white?
Yes.
I have no idea, man. Do
They
something.
own Campbell's Soup.
They do?
Yeah.
All right. Is that true?
You been living under a rock or what?
Yeah, yeah.
You said
I didn't. What, you stupid?
you stupid boy?
Hey, stupid.
Stupid is and stupid does, or
Brock Lesnar.
There we go.
Yeah, now we're talking.
At this moment, the gorilla's done. Everything else is just insurance in case he fucking
Dislocate something or
walking. You know what I mean? Like getting from the helicopter to said arena.
Yeah.
This is all that is insurance.
He shows up. There's pyrotechnics happening. The gorilla's fucking freaking out. Doesn't know what's happening.
Hulk Hogan, Real Americans playing.
Yeah. The gorilla's fucking.
He's causing critical damage in his.
The gorilla's looking for that hidden banana that he left for extra potassium going on here.
I need it.
He's gonna need it.
And arguably Pound, the toughest dude alive, comes in 94. David Goggins.
Dude, don't know who that is.
He will definitely talk shit.
Oh, I know who that is.
To the gorilla. The whole time it's getting fucked up.
Yeah. Give him a
So that's what he's playing.
Brock Lesnar is beating the shit out of the gorilla. This guy's saying, "Take that gorilla, you fucking son of a bitch."
Yeah, pussy Brock Lesnar.
giving him a motivational speech and shit.
One time, I had my legs blown off, and I still ran 2 marathons in one day.
Motivational.
Because I'm not a bitch.
Exactly what he's gonna say.
Chris Brown.
He knows about pitting people.
See, breezy.
He can slap a bitch.
Oh wow, we're talking about that.
Hey, he can slap a bitch.
That's crazy.
He'll fuck him up.
Slap you. Let me be the one.
Bow, bow, boom, boom, boom. Bing, bop, boop, bop.
Yeah, girl, slap in the face.
Beep, bop,
Nigga
boop.
singing a whole nother nigga song.
I was thinking Mario.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out who it was. Like, that is not no goddamn.
That's not Chris
Brown.
Breezy. That's Mario.
Damn.
Oh.
Vince McMahon.
Yeah. Well,
Get the
what
fuck
this
outta
is, I okay.
I'll whoop his
Now,
Vince McMahon will fuck him up
Nah.
and
Like-
shit in his eyes.
like
Daddy
roided,
probably will.
roided Vince, like prime Vince,
Prime Vince.
like
dude.
like the grapefruits,
Hey,
like the
that
genetic jackhammer.
before the fucking gay mustache.
Oh, the Hitler mustache.
It's like it looks like
Tim was quick with the no.
uh,
Vince is your boy. Are you a Vince? Are you a Vince guy?
I'm not a Vince guy, but it's not Hitler. Mustache.
What was up with that phase, bro? He was like trying to go like Salvador Dali and shit.
Salvador Dali. That's what I was thinking of.
Fucking like he dyed his bro. It was weird. Did you ever see it?
I've seen pictures or clips from that area.
Like, don't ever do that, guys. Like, don't
The
go
stash.
from like no, but you go from like you're bald, like you're like white haired, and then you go get a weird mustache and you dye your hair, and now like you're supposed to. Yeah, it just looks bad.
He's fighting for us, bro. Shut the fuck up. Don't criticize him.
Who?
Vince.
Why is he fighting for us?
If we lose, the gorilla takes over Earth.
Nah.
I don't give a fuck about. Oh, I'm talking about Prime Vince. Prime Vince is the one we're sending.
This guy is a fucking dog.
Yeah.
That's a good choice.
This guy, he'll break a gorilla's leg.
Oh yeah, he'll fucking go after the gorilla.
Yeah, the gorillas. If LT gets his hands on you, you're done, dude.
Yeah.
Don't let LT get his hands on you.
Someone's hold. There's like everyone's holding the gorilla right now when he showed up, so he could go give him a spear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure. I was good at fixing that shit, huh, dude? Fucking dipshit.
That shit was already broken, bro. What do you mean?
Why are you making excuses? Just own it, dude.
Own
You
up
fucked
to it.
up. It's cool.
Take
All right,
it in
cool,
and
I
own
Hey,
it.
you fucked up, dipshit. Whatever.
Way to go, Sean.
Okay, you're gonna talk shit to a guy that's not can't defend himself. That's cool.
Yeah.
And probably
It's Trevor.
the next guy is probably the leader. He's
Trevor.
gonna help the Navy SEALs really organize
Okay.
this team.
Mhm.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Bear Grylls.
Close enough. 2 fake people.
Bear Grylls. He used to be in the British whatever.
He used to, and he also filmed the show, and then halfway through the show, he would go, instead of sleeping in the tent, he would go to the fucking hotel and come back the next morning.
And what? Who cares?
What do you,
Instead of saying it goes to the
You know, you have to get mad. That's how fucking Hollywood
I don't
works.
like him.
You're a pussy.
I just never liked Bear Grylls.
Pussy.
He's like, I'm just surviving on bugs. Go to the hotel and fucking has a Big Mac. Get the fuck out of here.
Crazy.
Who cares? He's just saying it can be done. Dude, you're
It
a
can,
dick.
but he didn't do it. How
You're
do we
an
know he
idiot.
did it? He did it. You
Who
don't.
cares?
Fucking Bear. Why are you on his?
Why you?
Why
do
are
you?
you sucking his dick?
Because he's one of the leaders of my team, dickhead.
Oh, okay, my bad.
That's why.
He's like, because if I don't suck his dick, I have to. It makes me look bad.
The next person is somewhat of a.
Blaze that glizzy.
The next person is somewhat of a It's one of my tools, right? You
Yeah.
have an army knife,
Yeah.
and more than likely you roll this bitch out to him first, and then have the lesbian WNBA girls go get him, right?
The review Daniels.
Jelly roll, right?
Yeah.
Wait.
It's gonna take a lot of energy for a gorilla. A gorilla, let's just be honest, goes in spurts of energy. It doesn't. It's not endurance. David Goggins is endurance. The gorilla, nah.
Wait. So
We roll him out, and the gorilla just starts ripping this dude apart.
sure.
Loses energy. Boom, homeless guys. Boom, hippies. Boom, WNBA.
So he's a distraction, but
Nah, he's a sacrifice.
That's what I'm saying. More like a sacrifice.
okay.
He's a sacrifice.
And
Jelly
for,
roll?
yeah, it's for the good of the world.
Why do people say he's like a really good singer? Because he's like mid at
Because
best.
he's fat.
Oh, got it.
Fat.
Got it.
When you're fat, you're good at everything.
Anything.
Yeah,
Okay,
anything you're mediocre at, it just elevates it to great.
So like if you're mid funny but you're fat, you're hilarious.
Yeah, Gabriel Iglesias.
Oh, got it. He is not funny.
No. No. Mm-mm.
He does good voices, but he's just not funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the white one.
Yeah.
I like that
Yeah,
one.
that was a good voice. That's a good one.
But not funny.
yeah,
Yeah.
funny.
And people think he's funny.
Yeah. He's hilarious. Well, the Latinos like him.
Just
He's
'cause-
fat. Yeah. And Latinos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's me.
All right.
And if all else fails,
Last ditch effort.
this person is actually going to be in a box. Like this. It's a see-through box. A clear casket. He's watching everything. This guy. He's like this. He's watching it through his third eye, right?
Oh, King Tut.
Nah.
Let me take
So let me cook.
All right.
So he's there. And then fucking the last person, Brock Lesnar, he dies. This is this situation, right? As a leader, like I am. I'm a leader in my community. I'm a leader for the show. I'm a leader of men, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hero.
Sure.
In that situation, the voice, right?
Yeah.
I need to have the insurance that no matter what, my team's going to win.
Right.
Chris Angel.
Oh, Chris Angel.
Mind freak.
Might freak.
You can do magic on him.
He's a war-
that's
he's a
why
warlock.
in the coffin.
Yeah, he's a warlock.
Yeah. That's true. He's a modern day warlock, Lou. That's true.
He's a warlock.
He will do so. Listen, he'll
Mm-hmm.
probably have like the gorilla probably has like the ace of spades in his asshole at this point right now.
Wow.
Like it's a ticking time bomb. When Chris Angel opens up,
You never know what the he
it's
play-
mind freak.
Yeah.
That's pretty freaky. Somebody's ass.
You never know.
Gorill's ass
Peter
crack.
Dinklage could end up being inside the stomach.
Yeah,
And
it
ripping
rips
out.
through it, and then it's mind freak.
Wow.
Are you aware of
Peter
the
Dinklage?
person named Peter Dinklage?
No.
Well, everyone
Well,
else did.
Can't say I do.
He's a human.
He's a little person.
Okay.
He's
Little
small.
person.
Yeah. Did you ever watch Game of Thrones?
No.
Okay. Did you ever watch Elf?
Yes.
All right, the midget in Elf.
Wait, that's the guy that played Leprechaun, isn't it?
No,
No.
Oh.
That's
racist.
not all midgets are the same, bro.
I'm saying because he had the height.
That's ableist now, dude.
Hey, don't try to angle me.
Don't put your agenda on the show.
Nah,
Listen,
don't
I
try to
like
angle
this guy.
me
This
to
guy is
be-
great. Where'd you get this guy? This also he's the performer, right? He's also gonna sing.
Nah, don't try to angle me and being like
He's also
talking shit about short little people.
You said it, Lou,
No, I said wasn't he the guy in the movie Leprechaun?
because they all them
no,
look
because
alike.
because for the cast role for the position, it would be someone that height. I'm gonna hire someone like me or fucking Isaac to be the fucking Leprechaun.
Do you think Jackie Chan is the same
That's Bruce Lee.
is the same person as Bobby Lee? Are they the same people?
No, not
Right.
even close.
Different Asian people, right?
Completely different.
Hey, guess what? More than one midget is in fucking Hollywood, dog.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, then they're not all the same.
It was just a thought. It was just a shot in the air of a question. Was he in the movie Leprechaun?
He could have had a. He had
That's
a
actually fucked up, right?
Is it?
We don't say that stuff.
That if he was in a fucking movie regarding playing a leprechaun?
No, we don't.
Forbidden?
We don't do that stuff, Lou.
Okay.
It's forbidden.
It's forbidden.
No, we respect everyone, Lou, right?
Yeah, of course.
Hey,
Okay, we're doing that now, dude. He's too big to fit in there.
He is too big to fit in there.
Why would you say that?
He could have been rolled up.
See,
like a
that's
jelly
fucked
ball.
up right there.
Is it?
I know.
I just asked a
Peter,
question.
first of all,
You're
Peter
looking
Dinklage
for him
is
inside of a
fucking dick.
box.
Fuck that motherfucker. First of all, I'll say that. Fuck Peter Dinklage. Fuck-
Vaughn, don't.
Yeah, no, yeah. Look, put the camera on me. Fuck you, Peter Dinklage. Fucker.
What is that problem? What is that about?
Because he's actually anti. He's the Uncle Tom in their community.
Because he was fighting for.
No, he wasn't. He was
The
talking about. He was talking.
Snow
he was,
White,
No, he
wasn't
was.
he?
No, he wasn't. He was like he didn't
Oh,
want.
Hornswoggle was.
Yeah, there you go. Hornswoggle, yes. Peter Dinklage go.
What happened? What did he do?
Because he didn't. He thought it was typecasting. He goes, "Oh, how racist this is! We're gonna get a bunch of little people and gonna put them in this movie. How's that fucking?" And, I mean, what do you mean? That's the fucking Snow White. And that's why they switched over to the fucking buffoonery.
What happens in Wizard of Oz? No, I just want a bunch of big black guys. Follow the yellow brick road. Hey, brother.
Well, that's
Follow
they
the
did.
yellow
They
brick
did
road.
it. It was called The Wiz.
Michael Jackson.
That's I had the black one. That was the black. The black Wizard of Oz.
All right, let's see what else we got here.
Did they have flying crows or flying monkeys?
Flying monkeys.
in the black.
Yeah.
one too?
No, I don't know. I didn't see the
Black one,
Wiz.
I don't remember.
I didn't feel comfortable watching that.
Yeah.
They were just white people in wings. They were just angels.
All right, let me see. What else do we got here? Oh, shit. You know how I always ask you guys, like, what do you think, what do you think happens when you die?
Yeah.
Do you know they have this shit that they... I didn't have enough time to look into it. This... Oh, shit. Oh, my bad.
I got you.
No, I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. All right. So I didn't know how much I didn't look too much into this.
Yeah.
But this is an explanation, and they scientifically can map out what happens when you die.
Well, this is what you've been dying for.
Let me turn this bitch up.
Get this. Scientists in Russia have confirmed that they now know what happens to you after you die. I'm not talking about your body, that's just fucking worm food, we all know that. I mean, your spirit, if you like, your consciousness. I read it on the Russian version of Google last night called Yandex. I don't know why this is not all over the fucking media right now. I've not slept a wink. So, if you don't know, Russia's largest tech company, Vladtech, have spent the last 10 years creating an interface to your brain that somehow embeds a code into every atom of you. So when you die, they can then locate that code within you, and it's like an Apple AirTag, but on a more expensive, grander level. So they can basically see where your electricity, spirit, and memories go to. And they call it a SIC code, soul identity code or something like that. And what they just discovered was fucking mind-blowing. So the first volunteer who passed away, they followed his code, but lost it because it was travelling faster than anything they can record. An hour later, when the computers caught up and refreshed, if you like, the SIC code settled in another galaxy called, I've written it down somewhere, Jade's GS-Z140, which is over 1 billion light years away. It's one of the furthest galaxies that we know of. This is life-changing for us all, of human beings. I cannot believe no one's talking about this. And apparently the scientists don't know why it stopped there. Do we all go there? You know, what's it doing there? It's... I'm speechless.
Damn, what do you think?
I don't know, Lou. That's all you. You're down the conspiracy.
That's
TikTok
all-
That's
now,
not
man.
conspiracy, dog. That's
Yeah.
not conspiracy. What are you talking about?
That's scientific research.
That's not. Yeah, that's.
10 years.
This is what that Elon Musk is trying to do right now with Neuralink.
Yeah.
I don't know. I gotta look into it. But if we're taking that at face value, that's wild. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah.
Like I have to.
Sounds wild.
I can't tell
30
you.
billion light years away.
The galaxy is fucking huge.
I heard that there's 30 trillion billion stars.
Yeah, and within those stars are galaxies and other planets and other.
No, every star is like a solar system.
That's what I'm saying. They have
Yeah.
their own planets and their
They're,
own.
yeah, just
yeah.
saying they have an Earth, they have a Jupiter, like of that equivalent, depending on what zone they're in.
Exactly.
So the stars are galaxies.
They're suns. Every star is a sun.
And then around that star and sun, they have planets and shit like a
So
galaxy.
all those stars have a planet. Is what you're saying.
Planets, yeah.
That's fucking wild.
And there's like they said that there's remember that that like thing that they did. It was like you might know because you watch this kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where the light will go through the slots, and if it's observed, it acts differently than it's not observed. That's what's happening at the end of the galaxy. So they projected even more. There's a light barrier or some shit.
What do you think? What do you think it is? Then?
What do you mean? Why do you think what is?
What's your theory on why the? First of all, I don't know how they track.
I don't either.
The energy. That's the one thing I'm struggling on figuring out why that is. But say, for example, they can. Why do you think it goes to that one planet or that one?
I mean, is it possible that we're there?
Is that heaven?
The simulation? Is this a simulation? Is that heaven? I don't know.
Or we're just like there in some kind of subconscious way. Because I mean, our bodies, we can't take these physical bodies, they stay on this earth. But within the galaxy, our subconscious goes elsewhere. Because like the galaxy is fucking huge. Because like one way to kind of give an example too, like I heard someone say is like, there's more stars in the galaxy than there is grains of sand on Earth.
Yeah.
Think about that. A grain of sand like at the beach.
Fuck.
That's when we're saying 30 trillion billion or whatever.
Yes.
That's only what's observed.
Observed, yeah, that we know of.
But isn't it a linear? There's no up or down. It's just all.
It's like a very huge, vast, open space, but
It's open space. Or the other option is we're in a dome.
That's what I think.
But at the same time, the whole like outer space is through all like time since existed. It's always expanding still.
Yeah.
Always continuing.
It's continuing to expand, and that's why they think it's a simulation too.
Simulation in some type of way, yeah.
That's wild.
Fucking crazy.
I mean, I think that's.
It's another answer to have, you know.
Yeah, but definitely something to.
What do you think that technology is going to be in 20 years?
20
You know
years,
what
crazy.
Bro,
Crazy
if
different.
this is the thing, man, like, think
Technology
about
moves fast.
You also have to
Once
think,
we hit like a spillage, it just goes. It doesn't stop.
It does. It goes so fucking fast.
think about it like this too, right? Where we're at with that technology. If what you're stating with this open, vast amount of space that we have and all these different galaxies and solar systems, how advanced we are compared to how advanced other forms. Because now at this point, you have to put in consideration that we're not the only beings in the universe. It's fucking highly unlikely how big and vast the universe is that we're the only ones. So now, if we are not the only ones, how far are we from like where we're at? Are we like the dumbest? Are we in the mid? Like, do aliens just come over here because we're like Six Flags or whatever, or other beings? Like, like that's what I trip on. Like, because obviously, if you're going to consider all this stuff real, and we haven't had the technology, we barely have the technology to that. Like,
Well, maybe we don't have the codes.
Yeah,
maybe there's a code for the universe, like a code of ethics in the universe that we're not aware of because we're too fucking stupid, and we can excuse a boy stabbing another boy, or we excuse a mother calling a little boy who has autism an N-word.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
We haven't earned it because we're too crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're dropping nukes on each other. These guys want to fight. They're like literally killing all those people in Palestine.
Yeah.
It's not their fault.
Yeah.
Because Iran wants to supply these dudes with all this this money to go kill Jewish people, and then the people of Palestine pay for it because they're hiding out there.
What a waste. We could imagine what we could do united. We could have been doing so much shit. Instead, we fight against ourselves.
Imagine if we are united, right? We can be working together on shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like Lou was talking about with that that technology.
Yeah.
Or they can be working together on shit that we just watched. Like, we can be working together on
The
that.
best of the best, the world's best.
And instead of the goal of us living longer, and improving our lives, we're worried about stupid fucking fighting.
Yeah.
We're worried about who's in charge,
Mhm.
and we want to just micro aggress that we didn't get our way.
Yeah.
Like there's no one's gonna save us. There's not gonna be a person come and save us.
Yeah.
We have to do it in ourselves. We have to police ourselves. Like how men police each other, right?
Mhm.
Like we need to surround each other with ourselves with positive people, and all just move in that direction. Like choose life, because everything else isn't life.
Yeah.
The time on Earth, and expanding that is something that we should be heavily, because that's one of the things that kills us the most.
Yeah.
Losing people, right?
Basically.
Mentally, you look at. I mean, you've dealt with that, right, Lou? It doesn't feel good,
Mhm. Nope.
and a part of you is never the same.
Yeah, it changed, especially as you're growing up, learning that shit.
And it's easier to say fuck a person when you've had that heartache.
Yeah.
What happens if we can delay that heartache and become great to each other?
No.
It's possible. Self-will.
That shit is fucking. That blew my mind. That video. I gotta do some research. I'm now going to a whole new fucking rabbit hole now. That shit's gonna be wild.
Yeah,
All right.
It's a lot.
I guess the last thing I have, and you're perfect guest for it too. You're a Tennessee Titan fan.
Of course. Since like 96, 97.
So we have people that are saying Shooter Sanders is better than Cam Ward.
People are saying that?
Yeah. And that the only reason Cam Ward was taken is because NFL's.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. This whole past couple weeks. This whole past week actually.
If you got to take it all back, would you have taken Shador?
Who's
I
their
would have taken
quarterback?
him sooner.
With your other pick.
I don't know if I would have took him as in like the first 5 or even 10, but I think he could have
Would
fit in somewhere sooner than that.
I mean, where can he really go? Seattle? Raiders?
I would have been fine with one of the picks.
Because his skill set is Kenny Pickett.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
I think even going into one of those teams, he could have, and just, to my opinion, start as a backup.
But
Learn.
how do you feel about the narrative about that? And would you have rather had Cam Ward or would you prefer Shooter Sanders?
I don't know. I low-key I like Sanders. I feel like not just because he's an underdog, but
He's a hype guy.
he's a hype guy.
He's
I know.
fun.
I don't know too much of his college record, but I don't think it was that great.
It's not.
The numbers weren't like
Didn't
Heisman
do nothing.
material,
He was top 5 for Heisman.
but I don't think his numbers were like compared to other Heisman quarterbacks.
Right, right.
It was a weak year for Heisman that year. It was.
But also, his passes are a lot of screens, and
doesn't have an
Travis
arm.
Hunter takes it to the house.
Yeah.
Or they say he doesn't have a line, but when the play is for him to drop back,
Yeah.
he holds the ball for way too long, and he can't. I've seen way too much film of him.
Sits in the pocket too long.
He's like, you can tell he doesn't trust himself,
Yeah.
and he's afraid to fuck up.
Yeah, because he's reading the defense and doesn't want to throw a fucking
I don't think he
interception.
knows how to read the defense.
You know what fucked him over? You
Well,
know
he
what-
needs to.
You know what fucked over his growth? And I know is because I know where he's at because of it. But I think if you give the guy a chance and he's away from Dion, I think he'll.
Well, that's another thing. You have Dion saying, "My son's not going to go to this team. My son's not going to go
Yeah.
to that team."
Yeah.
Well,
And I heard sources say, dude was having headphones in meetings and was blowing people off.
yeah.
Mm.
Well, he thinks he's his dad. You know what I mean? He hasn't earned shit.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't have his dad's talent though.
And so
he don't.
and so what happens is that you have Dion. There's a lot of recipe for failure for him in the sense of like if you can't be better than your dad or at least on that level, like
Well, yeah, there's a
you have
bar
to
s-
humble yourself at a certain point.
There's a bar set for any athlete coming into a professional sport after their parent.
But look
was
at
a fucking great.
But
Not-
look
well,
at
no, has since their parent has been one, but not only that, but has been great at that sport. Has played even multiple sports.
But look at Bronny James though. He came and everyone was like this hype, and then you realize he doesn't really know how to play. But we are gonna get you because we want to appease the king. But you suck, so we're gonna send you back down.
But it's almost like basically because it's nepotism and it's because of the name. Because if you look at the physical talent, he's not as big as his dad. Dion's,
they were sucking
Dion's
LeBron's
sons are not.
dick,
Dion,
that's why.
But Dion's sons are not athletic as Dion was in his prime or when he came into the NFL. So
And it's a different position.
yeah, a different position
It's not
too.
that he doesn't have it.
Yeah, because Dion wasn't a
But-
quarterback. He was a cornerback.
Cornerback. He played defense, but no, I'm saying as far as the athleticism, because even when he switched sports to baseball, he was still a
Yeah,
very
he was good.
He was a
solid,
good athlete.
very
He's a
solid,
good
very
athlete,
solid,
yeah.
very
You
productive.
want to know? You want to know
baseball
some Dodger history?
So
Deion Sanders has the most triples in Dodger Stadium
Really?
of any player of all
oh
time.
shit, I didn't know that. That's cool. Not surprised. Like I said, he
Yeah,
was a
he-
he was a
he
hell of
did
an
that.
athlete. He's a hell of an athlete, not just in football. Like he's a hell of an athlete.
Yeah,
The
but
only
I,
person came close was like Bo Jackson minus injury. So
I don't think it's racist because I think they kind of put themselves in this situation where people they give people the ick. You know what I mean? They don't like what you know.
But you also have to change your entire offense
yeah,
to cater to him. If you like, there's only a few teams that run his style of
Bro,
offense.
if he had an arm and he had a good quarterback rating, okay, cool. Everything else can be taught. But if you don't have that,
I just don't think he can read.
and that's the thing. If he can't read, defense is good. Like the defense
He
really
just holds
well.
on to it too well, and
And not
he
just
gets
that,
sacked.
but I'm saying if he does not have a good supporting fucking line to hold him,
yeah.
sack city, fumble city, and possibly even injury city, because people are going to go for his head. Now I know you can't do dirty hits, but some guys are going to just try to rock his shit
just to
regardless.
go, to be on social media.
But not just that, because he's a rookie. His dad was a famous. You know, there's so much that comes
There's
with
clout
it.
with it.
Because any quarterback coming in as a top prospect that gets drafted early is going to have to come with that. Have to deal with that regardless. But he has to deal with that because, like I said, his name, the whole situation, and everything else. But if he can't read the defense and his line is not covering him well, it's not going to look good for him. They're going to be calling him, you know.
I mean, look, how long did Brady get? How long?
Went to 6.
He went to 6, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did he do? 4?
Brady?
Yeah. No. What Sanders' kid did? He went
5th.
He went 5th. Okay, he went 5th. He went one better than Brady.
But Brady was he got accidentally put in.
Yeah.
What
And
happened?
the only reason Bill Belichick didn't want him, he thought he was trash.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a coach on the team that said, "Coach, please, I can turn this kid into something good."
Give him a chance. Have a chance.
And Drew Bledsoe got hurt.
Yeah, I know.
Is there in the playoffs, right?
No.
No.
Is there in the season?
Yeah,
it was
like
it was
third.
like the
third ga-
one of the first games of the season.
Oh shit! I thought. It was
So
towards the end of the
and Bledsoe came back at the end of the season.
And
He
he
was
didn't-
better,
yeah.
and he didn't get to start.
He didn't get to
because
start.
Brady was already on the
Yeah,
roll.
yeah.
But and I'm not. But that's what I'm saying. But he should just be lucky that you got picked.
I think he does feel lucky he was picked.
Yeah,
he was drafted.
I think it was. I think it was hopefully an experience for him.
I think it's mostly the narratives that want to be out there. Right?
Yeah, it's the narratives for sure.
Like it seems like, and I hate. Like, do you know how many minority owners there are in the NFL?
Very few.
21 out of 32.
Yeah.
That's more than 50.
That's a lot.
Okay. That's fine.
So it can't be racist if apartment ownership. More
So-
than 50.
so-
More than
so-
50%.
13 of
Okay,
them are
so-
black.
So if the majority is minorities, you're saying it's not a race thing.
It can't. Well, by the numbers, it doesn't look that way
So you
because
say it's more because if anything,
then you're gonna say the guys that are black are also not wanting so
Yeah,
they're
what I'm
racist
saying.
against their own kind.
So the only other logical reason that makes sense
Magic Johnson's owner.
is what he's saying about.
Who?
Washington Commanders.
Oh yeah, he owns.
I didn't know.
Is what he was saying about Dion. You know, saying this shit to the public. You know about these teams and not where he's gonna go. And then probably within that, like, you know, he's talking to these people and telling them off for saying shit or whatever the case may be. Who knows?
Because you didn't know those people that maybe were saying that he didn't want to go to. They might have picked them.
But I'm saying, but since his dad was out in public and the media saying all this shit, some teams are like, okay, like I said, it might not be
Who
a race
wants
thing.
that
It might,
shit?
but it might be trying to prove a point, like, well, we just are not gonna fuck with you then. Basically, to sum it up, like in less words, we're just not gonna fuck with you. Like your son, we're not gonna deal with you because we know you're gonna be with your son in his ear or whatever the case may be. So
And that's a you give someone millions of dollars
Yeah.
to represent, to be the face of your organization. That's what a quarterback is.
Yeah.
That's
Quarterback, yeah.
Do you want to
Giving
risk?
the keys.
Would
you're
you?
giving the keys to the organization? That's what.
Yes. Would you risk that? That's $1 million mistake.
No.
Multi-million-dollar mistake if you fuck up.
Yeah.
And it sets your whole organization back.
Is
that worth it?
Is Deion still
Well,
coaching?
it's the Browns, so I don't really expect much.
Is Deion still coaching? Is he gonna stay at the?
Nah, he's retired coaching.
From college? Yeah.
He's trying to get to NFL supposedly. We got Chris Carter. Chris Carter, I think he's a smart dude.
Chris Carter?
Yeah, I think he's one of the GOATs.
He's your head coach.
No, I'm saying
Offensive.
I got him talking about this subject.
Oh.
And I thought a lot of what he said made a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right. So what happened with Shedeur Sanders?
Well, a number of things happened. The number one thing that didn't happen was there was not a collusion message with the NFL owners.
There you go.
Okay. What? Okay. A lot of people think that.
Because they wouldn't be able to keep a secret like that. Yeah. And
so they might do it, but they couldn't shut up about it.
They wouldn't be able to shut up about it. But every owner is very, very selfish. Now, why would I do something to my detriment? Like if I need a quarterback and I think this kid is it, what he didn't
That's what I'm
realize
saying.
is the guys that have
You get the
fallen
best on
in the
board.
draft
Why would you
before,
yeah.
they all had unusual traits. Like they had some superstar qualities to them. Now,
He
some other
doesn't.
things
Shedeur
happened
doesn't.
that made them fall, but Shedeur and
All of his measurables do not jump off the paper.
Yeah.
They just don't.
Yeah.
He's average.
Yeah,
He's an athletic dude. He's just average.
It's a lot of sparkle, no shine, as I say.
Yeah, in there are times where he can rush a team down there and but like what?
But how many
name
of those were run plays? A run that he had to run.
Name a celebrity quarterback who came to NFL that was great.
Celebrity quarterback?
Tim Tebow like that?
Well, they had pockets of greatness, but Tebow wasn't even. He was better on the opposite end, of, like off the ball. He wasn't as a quarterback. He wasn't the greatest.
Okay, and let's. Who else was there? John Elway.
Yeah.
Jim Kelly was. Money guy.
Money guy.
Johnny Manziel. Money Manziel.
Yeah, I was say his name. I was say him too, but yeah, I didn't see him as a superstar. I think there's more hype, but I didn't see him as a superstar. I think he had a cool college career, but it was like Tim Tebow was just the hype. I didn't see
these are like the
I didn't
hypes.
see like he's that quarterback to be like in the next future. I didn't see.
Who's really lived up to the hype? Just Peyton and
What's his name that played for the Jets back in the?
Dan Marino. No, Dan
No,
Marino.
Luck. He lived up to the hype.
no, back in the fucking like late.
Joe
60s.
Marino?
He's
Or
talking
Joe
Namath.
Joe Namath?
Joe Namath, yeah, because he was Mr. Famous guy, popular.
No, he was after he did that. Like he was putting on.
Coming into it.
Yeah.
Oh, coming into
A
it.
college star,
What's
college
that guy?
celebrity.
What was that? What was that guy? Johnny Football? Was
Yeah, we did. Johnny Manziel.
Oh, Manziel. There you go.
Right.
I think Michael Vick was one, wasn't he?
Wasn't that the guy that lied about his girlfriend?
Mateo.
Yeah.
Manti Te'o.
Yeah.
He actually was pretty good. He was solid.
But how long is he still playing?
No, he's
Nah, he's
actually
not
an
playing
NFL
now.
analyst.
Yeah, he don't play no more.
his family, they overplayed their hand. Them thinking that he was in the same evaluation mode as Eli Manning, they didn't play that right. Them trying to narrow the teams that he was going to go to, that didn't do right. Not working out the combine, that wasn't the right thing. His
He didn't
interview
work out at the
process,
combine.
obviously, he could have done a lot better in that. A lot of people left that meeting, felt he was very, very entitled.
Which meet? Like, because they said Brian DeBall, the Giants coach, had said he didn't like the meet, and he asked him, he had some book, was his playbook or something he was supposed to know, and he said he felt weird about it. I don't know who else said they didn't like the meeting with him, or were just people behind the scenes saying they did.
Well, the thing about it, they didn't draft him.
I know that
So it's
part.
not the tape. And he likes guys to be a little more open before he lets it go. And he doesn't have a big-time arm. He's not a big guy. He's not overly athletic. So his measurables are not, say, first-round measurables. But he played football like a first rounder.
But his tape's first round tape. But his measurables are not first round measurables.
Well, you don't play football all the time. You're a human being the rest of the time. And how you're going to be in the locker room, how he already came up with this line of merchandise, legendary, like he's already calling himself legendary. All those things are problems. Right now, he's working check to check, man. Like, he's not going to get a big signing bonus. There's not going to be a big guarantee. Any day they want to get rid of him in the week, they can get rid of him.
Don't we think Shador's smart enough to know he's not at Jackson State and he's not at Colorado?
No.
You don't think so?
I listened to too many of his answers. I saw too many of the outtakes. I saw too many times he was working out with other players, and he said things that I thought were highly questionable for my franchise quarterback.
So like what?
When he was working out with Cam Ward, him and Cam Ward, the number one pick.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you want to cut a rap video together? No, I want to be known as a football player.
And he's like, what do you do for fun? He's like, I play football.
Why wouldn't you sit down with people? And something these kids never understand, even if you're a top 10 pick, you're in the NFL for a long time. Yeah. So your interview, your tape, people in the room that see you, someone can like you in the room. They might not draft you 5-10 years later, man.
You're looking for a guy, you're looking to trade, and they remember your interview.
Yes.
The interview you had.
It's a small world. This whole thing with Dion and the media and everything, like, it's out of control. Like, it did not help him. It helped him make money in college because he got followers, but it actually hurt him as far as him getting a job as an NFL quarterback.
You mean as Shador, his social media stuff with Shador?
Yes.
It hurt him.
Yeah. What else hurt him?
I know you've
let me tell you what he understands today.
Okay.
He ain't running shit. Okay?
Yeah.
Let me tell you what. They taught him a great lesson.
Okay.
Like, you don't have this figured out. Your dad don't have this figured out.
Who's they? NFL,
Shador,
the world. No, who taught you? Said they taught him. I'm just curious. Like,
well, the system.
The system. Okay,
there's a system out there, man.
Okay.
Like, you're going for a job interview.
Yeah, that's what I don't think people understand. That's a job interview, right?
It's a job, yeah.
Like, you just gonna hire a shitty fucking CEO, or you want the good CEO,
Right.
make you some money?
Yeah.
And you don't want to gamble like all that money. You know what I mean? That's a lot of fucking cash.
I mean,
So for his job interview, he was so concerned about.
I think that he placed exactly where he should have been placed. He could have been placed. He could have probably placed earlier if it wasn't for certain missteps that he did. I mean, he kind of shot himself in the foot, dude. And that's like the least thing to do when you don't. He doesn't have people in his court to tell him, "Hey, man, you mid. If that, you can get better, but let's present you humble, ready, and wanting to better yourself." He didn't do that. I'm legendary. I'm the best. Lineage. Look what I did. Blah, 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 blah. I'm not going here, here, here. I need this and this and that. Who's going to get you? Who's going to watch you now? Who's going to be like, I'm going to give him so much money. What a nice guy. He's going to get along with my fan base. That's awesome. He's relatable. Cool. He's not relatable. He comes. That's why people don't root for motherfuckers like that. Why do you think your boy gets so much fucking praise on it? Because he's fucking humble. He fucking kills it. He says the right things. He interviews well. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of hard not to like.
You have to, as a quarterback, you have to be in media every single game.
Right. Yeah. And he he loses, he cries, he says all the right things. Like, who doesn't like Josh Allen? Like, it's kind of hard to be like, fuck, it's Josh Allen.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. He's a good-looking dude. He's dating fine-ass bitches.
And he's turning down money. He turned down like $15 million.
Oh shit!
Just to give the Bills extra money.
Yeah.
Team player.
You know who wouldn't do? Who won't do that this year? Coming up next year?
Who?
LeBron James. Fuck that motherfucker. He needs to retire. I'm over it, dude. I did that one thing for you where I tell him he's the GOAT. After that, fuck that motherfucker.
Dude, LeBron James is fucking insane right now. Did you see that quote that he said? It's not my job to convince Luka to stay.
Get the fuck. He needs to.
That's what he said.
He needs to get the fuck out. Yeah, he's gonna opt in because he has 50. He has 50 plus in his contract. But if there's a trade clause or if there's something, I'm trading this motherfucker to Cleveland. I'm gonna fucking get. Fuck yeah, dude. Fuck that guy. We have Luka.
Fucking package deal. Him and Bronny. Go.
Yeah, exactly. Get him out. Fucking for some
6th round.
for Boston baked beans, baby. I don't give a fuck. We have Luka, and that's all that fucking mattered. Let's get a big. Do not trade Austin Reeves. Keep that motherfucker and get the fuck on out. That's it. He's hobbling. He's hurt. He's 40, bro. Here's your roses. You got us one bubble championship. Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
He motherfucked
Pretty
AD.
much.
He knew AD was gonna get traded supposedly with their boys.
Well, look where he's at.
He's he's probably in a better spot.
Why would you say that to the media?
Wait, AD
Why
in a
would
better
you
spot?
say it's not my job to convince Luka to stay?
Because he's a fucking bitch. He's a diva.
Throwing
Because there's not
Yeah,
enough
diva.
attention on
Diva.
him.
Right.
Diva, yeah.
He's a diva, bro. He's gone to the Diddy parties. I don't trust this motherfucker. I don't. And can we stop calling him the fucking GOAT? He's been 2-9 in playoffs. He's not the GOAT. When you lose as much as you win, that doesn't make you the best. I'm sorry. It just doesn't. And you're in the house that Kobe built, and everyone's saying he's the GOAT. He is not the GOAT. He is not. He is 100% not. Stephon Curry, I have more praise than that motherfucker. Carmelo Anthony,
Shout out Curry.
not the killer, but the fucking basketball player.
Nigga, we know.
Iverson, and he didn't even win any chips.
Shout out AI.
These are all motherfuckers I would choose before him.
Nigga, I'll choose fucking.
I would choose Kevin Durant more than I would choose LeBron James.
No, what's that nigga from the Celtics? The White Mamba?
Oh, fucking Tatum. I would get fucking Tatum.
What's on my
Fucking zero. Fucking Kobe motherfucker part 2. Him. Then LeBron James. Why are we calling this guy the fucking GOAT? He won't take a pay cut?
What's the odds of Luka staying?
I don't know, man. I hope so.
I think they're gonna try to keep him.
They're
I
going to
would.
try. But with,
Do you think he wants to stay?
I think he likes it there.
I think he likes it there. I think he can't go back to Dallas.
Yeah, because if he had a choice, he'd probably be there. But
He wasn't going to leave it, but he can't go back.
Yeah, he can't go back.
Well, how was Houston?
Houston's, I don't know. He could go to Houston, but I think he likes LA.
I think. Oh, yeah.
I think he likes the lights. I think he's young. You know what I mean?
Is Joker? I heard some shit about him.
Giannis and Joker, but that's the thing. You need to get LeBron out. How do you get LeBron out? That's the question. Because that's $50 million on the books. If he opts in, he's not going to take a pay cut. If this was Jordan, and you saw in the documentary, Jordan,
So Giannis and
Joker, maybe they can do something with. But what I'm saying is that
why don't they sign for less and we'll promise them more on the backside, like a year, and then LeBron's gone next year.
Well, you gotta. There's a minimum and there's super maxes. So depending on how long Giannis has been and how the Joker's been, there has to be this. You can't take less. They're guaranteed money because of the super max. If I'm not, but I don't know the
We can have
numbers.
3 of that.
Huh?
We can have 3 supermaxes.
I think it depends on the numbers, but you have to. LeBron's not gonna take a pay cut. It's gonna be hard for the Lakers to get a center right now. It's just hard without moving pieces, without moving anybody of value.
They're both free agents.
Who? No, wait, no. LeBron has a player option for this.
No, I'm talking about
Luka.
No.
Oh no, I don't
Giannis
know.
and
I don't know who.
Joker.
I don't know who are free agents.
I think
Yeah.
Giannis.
He's
Isn't
both?
Joker a free agent?
I don't know about Joker, but I know Giannis is going to be a free agent because that would make sense to me to figure out either like a two-way team trade or for sure 3, to where you get Giannis to LA and LeBron and whoever else out of there, but keep like Luka and like you said Reeves, build them around Greek and whoever
Greek
else.
freak.
The Greek freak and whoever else. So I don't know. That one to me makes more sense. Yeah, he's gonna be a free agent. I don't know about Joker though.
The LeBron James player,
But I don't-
Kyle Irving player.
I don't see the
but
Joker.
he's out.
I don't see
though.
the Joker going to LA. I see Luka maybe
James
going to Denver.
Harden.
I just don't think it suits him. I don't think because he doesn't even like to be in fucking Denver. He doesn't even like to be in America. He likes to just play basketball and go back home to his country. Like,
Well, it's closer.
yeah, but LA is like a whole different environment. You know what I mean? Like, so when he's not playing, I don't think he's not gonna be out in LA. I heard that even on the off season, he goes back home. Like, but he's not in Denver.
Giannis is his contract next season.
Yeah.
Not this one. He's
Yeah,
still
no,
with
no, next season, yeah. Joker? Jokic? Jokic.
He's through the 27-28 season.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
would be.
I'm pretty sure he signed a.
So it'd have to be a
trade.
trade.
It'd be a trade because he's.
Why would they trade him?
Who?
Why would they trade? I wouldn't trade Joker
No, that's the.
Because they don't think he's gonna sign again. And if you're gonna think
in 2 years though.
who's this next year?
Giannis.
That I'm talking about Giannis. Because Giannis doesn't want to be there. That's
I
why.
mean,
that's,
he likes playing for Milwaukee.
you know,
the
he's
team.
he's well. If someone just be like, "What's your plan for free agency?" and pretty much saying that he's a free agent, everyone has a chance.
I'm not saying that he's not looking into
loyalty
his.
to your city.
I'm not saying he's looking into options, but I'm saying he has spoke about being very loyal to the team, like which is rare nowadays for players. But
yeah, but there's one.
Everyone
thing saying,
says that.
There's
dude.
one thing saying the right thing, and there's another thing saying it because he.
Yeah, but I'm saying some people have really wanted to.
Nobody wants to
fucking
stay
play.
in fucking Milwaukee.
Who really wants to go to Milwaukee?
He said that he loves.
Yeah,
it. Like,
he's talking shit.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar left Milwaukee.
I'm talking about. He's been saying this for years. It's not just recently before his fucking contract ends.
You
He's
have
been
to
saying-
say that
That's why
kind of
he
shit.
signed those contracts.
He wants to go. He wants to go to the West Coast. He probably wants to go to the Lakers.
No, I'm saying he's probably open to the idea of leaving now, but that doesn't take away of his loyalty for whatever he's playing for that team because of what they've done for
LeBron
him.
needs to retire. Dude, the Lakers should not give him another fucking contract. He's gonna resign. Fuck it, fine. If you can trade him, trade him. If you can't,
Well, if you can get Giannis this year and then stick with LeBron, he
there's no way
retires.
you can I don't know if they
That's
can
not gonna
sign him
happen.
that
Yeah.
way.
No, that's not gonna happen.
If they trade him,
It's already the trade deadline's over. You can't do
no,
that.
this next season.
Yeah,
It's about to
yeah,
kick
that's
off
what-
in July.
yeah, that's what I said. If they do that, it's a possible. Like
They can trade him over. Then LeBron's done after this year,
I hope so.
That's if he's done. Cause
and
they
then
don't
the
know if he's
year
done.
after that, you can probably get Joker.
You're not retiring his number. If I'm the Lakers, I do retire.
He isn't. You know what people are saying that he's
He'll
an
probably be
all-time
upset.
Laker.
He'll be
He's
upset.
not even on the list.
He's not an all-time Laker at
he'll
all.
be-
Not an all-time Laker
He'll be
at all.
upset. Watch.
The number one all-time Laker is Kobe, right?
I would say that.
In my opinion, in
I
my,
would
in
say
my
then
lifetime.
Magic.
Magic is second. I would say Shaq maybe
Shaq.
third, or Jerry West. I don't know.
Shaq.
Shaq is
Shaq.
great,
Just for the
Um,
overall like characterism of him and stuff,
Jerry West.
Jerry
after
West, yeah.
yeah. Kareem
Will.
Abdul, Kareem.
Kareem.
Kareem. Well, it's old school. There's a
There's a lot.
There's so many.
Derek Fisher.
Derek Fisher. Powell.
Powell. You know who's not on that list? LeBron.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's in top 20. All his stats are lower than he was anywhere else,
Not-
and that's because he's older.
And I'm not saying that
His best years are not with the Lakers.
I'm not
No,
saying
they're not.
exactly. I'm not saying he's not better than the list that we just said. The people he's obviously better than Derek Fisher. He's obviously better than Derek Fisher.
Overall,
Like,
career-wise,
overall, yeah,
but not as a Laker.
But not as a Laker. Derek Fisher has hit so many iconic shots and valuable instances for that championship trilogy.
Besides him, the one who did more was Robert Horry. But yeah.
Well, yeah, even Robert Horry.
Even
But
Robert
Robert
Horry.
Horry's not even up there yet. You know what I mean? He was just journeyman.
Big shot ball has some big shots.
Like
for
the
Lakers.
criteria of what you have to do for the Lakers
An
to
all-time
be
Laker?
on there, to be an all-time Laker, you have to win chips.
But that's what I'm trying. But that's what I'm saying. Even Robert Horry, he's helped them win those championships with those big shots in the early
Yeah.
2000s. Is what I'm saying.
I'm not saying that.
Robert Horry is the most clutch Laker
Yeah.
of all time.
Yeah.
I'm not
He's
saying
the
that.
clutch even for the fucking. Even for the,
Maybe Derek Fisher, then Robert Horry.
Right.
well, I don't know. I think Robert Horry because he was even a clutch for the Rockets. He's fucking 7-0 in rings.
Yes. But
Because
that's what
of
I'm.
his, because of his
But
shot.
that's what I'm saying. You have to have brought chips, plural,
yeah,
to the
he's
team.
brought
He's
seven,
definitely on it.
He's
To the
brought
team.
7.
No,
on his resume. So
Oh, yeah.
and he's brought I think what 4 of them from the Clippers. I mean the Lakers.
Three
So
from the Lakers.
Three
Three
from the
from the
Lakers.
Lakers,
Yeah.
so.
No. That's what. No. That's what
LeBron
I'm
has
saying.
about how many for the
Well,
Lakers?
that's what I'm saying. If
One.
Robert Horry is not on that wall,
You're saying he's above LeBron on the Lakers? As far as the
yes,
greatest Lakers,
Robert
yeah.
Horry's 100% above LeBron
Yeah.
James on the Lakers. Why? Because he's done more and he's been around more chips. LeBron had one. one chip in a
It
season.
was sort of like an asterisk one too.
And everyone
Yeah,
wants,
it's
and I
controversial.
and I go, fuck it, it's an asterisk, but I'll still take it. Like the Dodgers, same thing, asterisk, we'll still take it. But guess what? We came back and won a chip. Did the Lakers fucking come back and win a chip? No, they lost in 5.
And he's always bitching
About everything.
about everything.
He flops.
You already know that.
You know what I
He
mean?
flops and he hides his face and looks. Yeah,
And
yeah.
he's an actor.
Yeah.
He's if anybody was made for fucking Hollywood base or Hollywood fucking Lakers shit, he would have been perfect for the Clippers. He's a Clipper. He performs.
Yeah, he's a Clipper.
He performs like a Clipper.
LeBron is a Clipper.
He should have went to the Clippers. We should have got Kawhi. I would have been fine with that.
Yeah.
I don't care if Kawhi fucking gets hurt. You
Don't
know
care.
why? Because he plays hard and he doesn't,
fucking
fall.
lie all the time.
He just goes.
Awkward laugh.
I would take him, but fuck LeBron James. Fuck him. For reals. Fuck him. Get him gone. I'm over it. Let him go with the Karens. He's one of those people that doesn't like the fat people that said training and exercise is work. That's the reality that we live in.
So
you're not
there-
gonna be better
there
than
is-
Kobe.
there is never-
Now your jersey should not be retired. And fuck no, he shouldn't fucking get a statue. Get the fuck out of here.
So in his stint with the Lakers, there hasn't been a time when he was winning and helping you guys win. You were
Never.
You were never like, all right, this guy's not bad. He's all right.
What have I
you
said
never
to
cheered
you,
for him?
Tim? I've said this, and I've been on record, and you can quote me. I've always said, you know what? I don't like LeBron James, but because he's on the Lakers, I have to fuck with him. But now
So
his time is up.
Forcibly liking him.
What do you fucking want me to do? I'm
Just
not
hate the
gonna cut my
team?
nose to spite my face.
Cause like for me as being a Bulls fan, just because we get fucking who was it, Josh Giddey? I don't give a fuck about Josh Giddey. Like
I don't give a fuck about LeBron James.
But I'm not gonna forcibly root. But you say you're forcibly rooting for him. I'm not gonna forcibly root for someone.
I
just
have
because
to.
of my
He's
team.
the star franchise. What do you mean? I have
Why
to.
would
root
you
for-
not root for people in your team?
I have to
If
root
I
for him to
don't
win.
fuck- I like players from other teams I'm not even a fan of because I like I have respect for them as an
Do
athlete
you
or
want your
whatever.
team to win?
LeBron, I don't care for it. No,
Okay, do you want your Bulls to win? Like if you're playing, like watching a game and you're watching against the Lakers versus or Bulls versus.
but I'm not gonna feel
Boston.
as a fan happy or satisfied if it was someone I don't like. I'm not gonna
That's
feel.
so fucking. See, I don't understand that at all. Like if your dude is putting up 40 points,
You just
and
got to be
your team-
loyal to your team.
Yeah, you
My team made a decision without me.
The name
and
on
I'm
the
gonna-
front, not the name on the back.
Yeah, and I will support my team. My team made a decision.
I still root for the motherfucker because I
No.
want my team to
Bro,
win.
I used to root for Trent Edwards, dog. What are you talking about?
Root for the Bills.
See?
But this is enough said already.
Trent
But
Edwards, Nate Peterman. Do you know that guy gave me the worst experience of my life?
Like I said,
I spent fucking $500 on these tickets for me and my son. His first NFL game
yeah,
against the Chargers. You know what happened?
get the ass beat.
Threw 5 interceptions.
Oh,
Not in the
shit.
game. Before halftime.
Wow, that's crazy.
7 for the game.
That's crazy.
And we still almost came back because of Tyrod.
Well, like I said, I'm not gonna root for someone I don't
had
like.
to
I don't
force-
care if they come to my team or not. That shit does not matter. That shit is not gonna.
I was fed
I'm not
up.
gonna be
I was
persuaded
fed
to be
and
like,
ate a
oh,
bag of
okay, I'm gonna
lies,
forcibly
Timothy.
like it.
They told
Fuck
me
that.
I was gonna get the GOAT. They told me I was gonna get the king. They
You
told me I
know-
was gonna get multiple championships, not just one, not two.
Okay, that was with Miami, but you don't know what you were gonna get.
You were paired up
No, no,
with
no,
one
my
of the
bad.
top 5 centers,
We didn't get the
power
GOAT.
forward of all time. We didn't get a GOAT.
The GOAT left in 2020.
It doesn't matter because you knew what you were getting more or less because he
Rest in
was
peace, Kobe.
he was coming into the end of this is like the last stage of his career. You guys knew you're not gonna get the best of LeBron.
You know
For his
you
age,
know
it's
where the
impressive.
no,
but
listen.
it's not the best of him.
Listen,
what he can do.
that contract that they signed, he earned it. He brought one ring, right? Okay.
But
the
for
one
the
they
caliber-
fucked up is when they hired him for 2 more years, knowing this motherfucker is gonna get hurt eventually.
No,
and he
'cause-
did. He's hurt right now, wobbling back home because he's fucking hurt.
Okay, but
He's playing hurt.
you're almost saying like you're satisfied with what he's brought to the Lakers. Which if someone's could be in a lot of people's names, I mean a lot of people's mouths, he's considered the greatest player.
I'm
That's
sorry.
what you get from the greatest player.
I'm sorry, Tim or
Lou.
Lou.
I'm
'cause
a Jordan
upset.
fan, so let's not even go there. But what's up?
I'm sorry that your team is just new to this campaign that we do called winning. Because
Your team's not new to winning. Believe me. You
yeah.
guys don't win.
How were the Lakers in
hold
the
on,
90s?
wait, pause.
Who was
Wait,
running
wait,
the
wait,
Who
wait.
was running
You
the
had your
90s?
rant. Hold on.
But
let
who
me-
was
let
running
me
the
educate
90s?
you. Let me speak
Don't
some
say my
gospel.
team doesn't know about
Let me speak
championships.
some gospel, sir.
We won 2 in the 90s. What are
Lakers
you
have
talking
more
about?
rings, but don't get it twisted.
And
in
we
the
killed
90s.
it in the 80s.
I,
We
You
had
guys
2
killed
rings
it.
in that time.
In the 80s, but
In
I'm
the
talking about
90s.
no, in the 90s. Who was running the 90s?
Oh, we got one ring or 2 rings in
You
the
didn't
90s?
get no rings in the 90s.
Oh, we didn't?
It was the Bulls,
Oh, it's
the
2000,
Rockets, and
2001,
then the Spurs.
Yeah.
Bulls, Rockets, and Spurs.
We were in the finals.
The
but we
only
didn't
team
win.
that did was the Bulls, Rockets, and Spurs. The only teams in the 90s that got rings.
For
And
me-
the only reason why the Rockets got rings because Jordan was not playing baseball.
and
And then he retired when the Spurs got rings.
I
Otherwise, we would have got rings all fucking the whole goddamn decade.
I started off giving you your roses to your team. I said you're fairly new.
Roses? That's roses?
Did you listen to what I'm saying?
But,
I
bro,
said-
why are you living in the past?
I'm saying, no, hold on.
He wants to bring up about my team not
hold
winning
on.
nothing. Like,
Hold on.
We have a history.
Bro,
Check the
you guys
receipts.
haven't won a championship.
Since Jordan retired. Yeah, I know.
Nah, you guys haven't won a there wasn't cell phones when you guys last won a championship.
Yes, 1998. I understand that.
There's no PlayStation 2. There's no Xbox.
Yeah, there was a PlayStation 1 that was pretty dope. So.
What I'm saying,
And 64.
what I'm saying, Lou, is that your organization is.
There's no Stranger Things.
New-
Our
new to
organization
winning.
fucking sucks. I will agree to that. I hate our front office. They've been shit since fucking the 90s. So
Here's what I'm saying
They
to
don't know how
you
to keep a
is
team.
that your organization is new to winning in a sense. And
They
I
don't know.
and that's not even new because it's been how many years since you guys won?
since fucking Jordan.
It's lonely.
So it's a while, but in that short period, you got 6, right?
In that decade, yes.
17.
Scottie Pippen got 6.
17. Second overall best.
Okay, a lot of those rings were like in the 60s and 70s when there was fucking
Okay.
no athleticism.
And
so?
And yeah, tall niggas like Kareem and fucking Wilt. Just
Why couldn't you
murdering
guys do it then? Why couldn't you do it in the 70s?
Okay,
60s?
Hey, it was a lot tougher then.
80s and 2000s.
the Knicks,
80s and
the
2000s.
Pacers, they weren't no fucking
Hey,
joke.
80s, 2000s, not too far away. And then between that little spot, you have the 90s, right? 5 for the Lakers in the 80s, 5 Lakers in the fucking 2000s. You 6, so that's 10. So that already trumps what I'm talking
Okay,
about. already.
but we're not gonna
10.
just.
So what my point is,
yeah, 'cause we're not gonna
this
rap for a ring, but
long-winded
don't
organization
disrespect
is
my
that
team like we don't
my
get no rings.
organization
We didn't run the 90s.
requires excellence, not one
You
championship.
guys got lucky on one draft pick, Scottie Pippen, and then after
Because
you got,
they knew what they were doing. We traded for him. We traded for him. We didn't. He didn't get. He was drafted to the Sonics. We
'Cause I
traded him
guarantee
for
you
Sam
if-
Perkins.
if Scottie Pippen was on the team, you wouldn't win shit.
He was like not even effective his first year or so. He had to just
Who
grow.
really is? Who really is?
Scottie
LeBron
Pippen
James.
was the
Yeah.
main reason of the trilogy the second time, for sure. Without Scottie Pippen, there is no back to back again.
No, I know what kind of solid team we had.
And
Nigga,
you
we
got
we
lucky.
almost went to the
I
championship
feel
in
bad.
'94 without Jordan. I understand that.
He got robbed with that deal. He had fucked it over.
Oh no, his whole contract in the '90s.
But what I'm saying is that yes, you have an excellent team, and I was praising you got so defensive. But what I'm
but
saying
you're
is,
saying your team
is
expects excellence.
ex-
Last time they won a
Bro.
ring was 2020, and prior to that was 20 what?
That's
14?
what I'm saying.
Bro,
is-
that's still closer.
I mean,
Over
2012.
no,
that's over
but no,
25
he's not
years.
wrong. I'm not saying
2 decades,
I'm
bro.
not- and I'm not even saying you're wrong. I'm saying that's why when you're telling me, oh, you're not happy, you're not happy with the champion. I'm like, no,
Bro, do you know that we've won
not at all.
the
because
beginning
that's not
of
what-
every century?
We don't expect that.
At the beginning of every century, we've won.
Yes,
2020, 2010.
Oh, you mean recently?
in the last 3 years, in
1990.
the last 30 years.
Oh,
Last 30 years.
89.
Okay, 30 years. Yeah.
In
No,
the 2000s,
in the 80s, it was
in
a
that
Detroit.
decade, we won one. In the teens, that decade, we won one. Turning a century, we've won one.
I know you guys win a decade drought.
We are relevancy. We're royalty.
I know,
It's
but
an island of
I know,
relevancy.
but hold on, you guys went dry
We
decade
are-
though. Okay, you guys.
We are.
The 90s was you guys
Yeah.
was my.
Bro,
When you
you've
think
been
of-
dry the whole time.
When you think of
Your whole career,
basketball-
except for 95 to 98, is all dry.
But you're saying your team is looked at as excellence. You guys were not nothing of any excellence in the
17
90s.
championships, Lou. What are you talking about? We're nothing.
But a whole 10 years, a whole decade, you guys were not excellence. You guys weren't that team. The Lakers, the Los Angeles, the Purple and Gold.
Okay,
You guys
Bulls.
weren't that.
What are you? When have you been relevant since the 90s?
I'm saying,
And
besides
before the
us, it
90s,
was,
were you? No.
You had 10 years of Jordan, and he got you
oh,
6.
in the 80s, it was between y'all and Boston.
Or I don't
though.
even know how many years of Jordan did he have, and he brought you 6, and that's amazing. And he is
Yeah,
the GOAT,
exactly.
and he's
because,
the best basketball player that
yeah,
I've ever
because
seen in my
Younger,
goddamn life.
yeah, because Younger in his career in the 80s, he was going against the prime Magic Johnson and Larry Bird, who were ruling the 80s.
But
running
what
the
you're
80s.
failing to realize is that the Lakers experience and want. There's not one chip. You don't go on the wheel. You don't go on the house for bringing one. That does not qualify as the minimum. Is that qualify for the minimum
I know.
for the Clippers? Oh, I'm sorry, they haven't won shit.
Well, we're talking about other teams. The only team that's almost neck to neck with you guys' rings is the Celtics. So
No, the Texans had more than us.
Oh, that's right. Because they won.
Because
a couple
they
years
won
ago.
last
yeah,
year.
That's right. Because it was tied before that.
So, but it's we're the 1-2 punch.
Yeah,
right
neck
there.
to neck, basically. Yeah.
Okay, we're the Yankees. We're the Yankees of the ML.
Okay, but I'm
basketball.
just trying to get back to what you're saying. When your team is like this
I'm just
top
saying-
tier team.
It
is
because what I'm saying.
But they're
we
not
don't-
as
we
far as
don't-
winning
we-
these champions. If you're a
we-
top tier team, you're winning rings.
Lou,
That's a top tier
we don't
team.
put
17
we
of
don't
them,
put
bro.
Western Conference banners up.
We're talking about right now again. Don't like you told me. Don't keep going to the past. We're talking about right
No,
now.
I'm just saying-
We're talking about the last 3, 4, 5 years.
It's just been, we won in 2020.
And that's what you're proving my point. That's why I'm saying fuck LeBron James. That's what I'm saying. You only bring
but
one.
you're also saying you're forcibly rooting for him.
And I have to.
I don't have
Because
to.
it's
That's a choice.
loyalty.
That is a choice. You could be loyal
That's
to your
weird.
team.
That's
You don't have to be
weird.
loyal to players that come and
Weird.
go.
Weird.
It's not weird. It's weird to forcibly like some shit that you don't genuinely like. That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
That's fucking weird.
It
I'm
is.
not fucking weird like that. If I genuinely
That's
like some
called
shit,
being a fanatic.
I'm not gonna forcibly pretend to like
That's
some
why
shit.
it's called being a fanatic. If I wasn't weird in my mind, I wouldn't be a fanatic. I wouldn't be a fair weather fan. I have to root for
So
my
what,
goddamn team.
you rooted for Will? You rooted against Will Levis?
Yeah.
Who? Will Levis?
Is that some like old ass school player?
No, bro. That's on the Titans last year.
No, I'm not. I haven't been following too much with my team on the Tennessee. We're just.
He's not a fan.
See?
No, it's because like once again, I'm just sick and tired of the front office, the way they run my teams. They're not running teams to build teams. They keep just fucking replacing people every couple of years
Just to make
we
money.
Get these great young players that have potential to grow, but every time they get good, we fucking trade them
They
off.
blew it with Vrabel. Because you guys, they should let him reload.
Yeah, they should have, but like I said, I get it. It's a business, but not fuck that. Like you got to keep some players on teams sometimes. And it makes too much sense.
Fuck LeBron James is all I'm saying.
Fuck
That's all I'm
LeBron
saying.
James. LeBron James.
Take his one chip back home, too.
Got bitch back to Cleveland, dude. We'll say it 16. Feeling nice?
I learned that Lou thinks the Chicago Bulls are
Chicago Bulls.
royalty in the NBA.
No, I'm saying don't call them. I mean, as of right now, we're scrubs, but don't call us overall generalizers as scrubs.
I never once said that.
No,
I
'cause
never
no,
said that.
You're like your team is new, this and that. No, we're not.
They are.
New. We're not new, nigga. We have a history of winning.
For only
it's
6 times.
but we
in
have-
the 90s that one time.
We have a history.
You don't have a history. You have a one-time occurrence.
You
It's
have
not a history.
You have
It's a one-time occurrence.
A
With
flash
the
in the
best
pan.
player of all time
You
was
had
on that team.
a
Of
history.
all time by leaps and bounds.
Listen,
The best one in the. You got graced by God that the best human, whoever will play the sport of
what is
American
You guys are scrubs
basketball.
because you guys caught lightning in a bottle.
God said
one time.
you be host.
You
My
got lucky
son.
once.
Jesus came and
Lightning in a
turned
bottle.
into Michael Jordan and played for the Chicago Bulls.
And that's the only. You don't have a history because you don't have a history of drafting good people.
You know who has a history?
exactly?
The
Okay,
Lakers.
so like I said, that's the front
Jerry
office.
West.
Lakers.
Jerry West.
That's the front office's fault. That's not
Magic.
my fault. That's what I'm
Magic.
saying. Like,
But you guys are scrubs. Is the point?
Yeah.
no, you have
Yes.
a better front office as far as making judgments on drafting better players and building around them over time.
You
in
mean
history.
not scrubs? We
There's
don't
a
have
lot of
scrubs in our
teams.
front
No,
office.
there's a lot of teams
But there are
besides
people-
my team that have a lot of shitty choices in doing that. My team,
The Browns.
my team is
Lou,
not the
but no
worst
one-
in that
no
shit.
one was saying that your team's not good but you don't have
Okay,
a
but
history.
you can't say it's invalid that we have.
I never said that.
I did.
But you're saying exactly because what you're saying. When was the 90s? That's the past, right?
There was only one group.
But it was the past. It's a part of history. Our part of history. We reigned
That
as
tense-
champions.
That
In a blip of an eye, you did. In a
But
blip of a
if you want to
microscopic
call
eye.
it 9,
That's
10
why I
years of a
said-
decade in the blip of an eye, just because in that blip of an eye you guys didn't win shit, go ahead.
we've always.
guys-
Lou,
Magic was on the end of his career.
Lou, the Lakers have been relevant in almost every
What happened with
decade.
Jordan in '98? End of his career. End of our fucking team. End of the
We
Lakers.
were relevant
So when the
every
Magic
decade.
his career in the early '90s, it was the end of the Lakers for the whole decade.
It's almost rare that a team is relevant or has won a championship in every decade since the 20s. The Lakers are one of the few teams that have won a championship consecutively in every decade in the last 100 years. Compare that to your Chicago Bulls.
10 years.
You had to
That's
build
1 decade compared to 10 decades,
Okay,
buddy.
but listen, because you started building your team in the late 90s. Because like I said, they weren't shit because you had an old declining Magic that was already out on its way.
And to be fair, the Chicago Bulls is a newish team, so okay.
Newish to what?
They're not.
They've been in the fucking league as long as the Lakers.
Nah.
No. They're like a CBA transition over.
So were the
they were
fucking
in the
Lakers Minneapolis before they were fucking. It was
That's
ABA.
what I'm saying. I'm not even counting those. What I'm saying.
Oh, you want to count those two?
You want to? Yeah, we're counting those.
Those don't count. That's not the NBA.
Okay.
I mean, we
It
can
doesn't
count
count.
those.
If we're talking NBA, it doesn't count.
Okay.
I'm saying you got lucky.
Talking about Los Angeles.
I know.
Lakers.
I'm proving that you have a scrub team.
I'm just saying because the Lakers did come from Minneapolis because Lake Minnetonka, Lakes in Minneapolis,
Right, yeah.
Lakers. That's where it comes
Like
from.
even
Not
when you
from
had
the
Rose,
Lakers.
Scrub team,
you only
right?
got where? How far did you get with
He
Rose?
kept on getting hurt.
Don't even go there because if it wasn't for injuries, nigga, we would have got a ring.
You can say that the same thing about Grant Hill.
Yeah.
You can say the same thing about him.
No. We can't say about
He
everybody.
drinks Sprite.
Derrick Rose
You
is
can say thing about
Derrick Rose, the youngest MVP ever.
Anthony Hardaway. You could have said the same thing. Penny Hardaway. You could have said
those
the
are
same
some of my
thing.
favorite players ever. I can say about any player that had a short career because of injuries.
You can
If
always play the
Rose-
what about.
It's always gonna be a
Rose-
what if.
If Rose was in his prime,
He
he's
was in
still
his prime, nigga.
All right,
without
fade to
getting
black.
hurt,
Crowd goes
he
ape
wouldn't
shit.
win
We're
a
out of here.
Yes,
As
he
they say
would
in
have.
Canada.
Yeah, he
Peace
would've.
out.
Fuck Canada. Fuck LeBron James, dude.
That's crazy.
Fucking That's gonna be a good clip right there.
We're at it.
Is Josh?